wrong with them, but like their fucking fashion is good shit.
Onward through the astral they do fly. Onward through the astral they do fly. While squidlings tend their trusty nautiloid. Pilgrims of the wild space they defend, and empires of starbound tyrants they offend. With flaming sword and staff and dart, they'll fight their way back to the heart of Oriel. By forces they do not know they are heard. By forces they do not know they are watched. Oh, the lonesome cry of eldritch beasts from Rock of Brawl to halt the ceaseless winter. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. It's cold in the starways tonight. Yes, it's cold in the starways tonight. We need someone to save us. We need someone who's ready for a fight. Onward through the astral they do fly. Onward through the astral they do fly. While squidlings tend their trusty nautiloid. Pilgrims of the wild space they defend, and empires of starbound tyrants they offend. With flaming sword and staff and dart, they'll fight their way back to the heart of Oriel. By forces they do not know they are heard. By forces they do not know they are watched. Oh, the lonesome cry of eldritch beasts.
Welcome, everybody. We are live.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Good. Yes. So welcome to another episode of Did You Do It?
Did you do it?
No.
Did I do it?
We're not here to ask, did I do it? It's did you do it? So, Rosemary,
Game
did
show
you do it?
Plays.
Yes, and I'm sorry.
Okay. We'll have to deal with that later in the next show. Bitte, did you do it?
Look, I'm not saying nothing. There's nothing you can fucking prove in court, so...
We are not a court of law, nor are we the court game show. But here is your ticket to that game show. We'll see you next week. Levi, did you do it?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I did it, and I did it hard.
Okay. We should appreciate the roughness of your action, but thank you for your service.
Of
And
course,
Delnadre,
anytime.
did you do it?
Look, yeah, I mean, of course, like, you ask anyone that question, it's like, yeah, of course I did it. Like, I mean, I definitely know what we're talking about. I definitely did it. Sure, yeah.
All right.
I'm not talking until my lawyer gets here.
Well, we polled the audience on who actually did it. What? Oh, there's nobody in the audience. Okay, well then, I guess we'll have to see you guys next week. So
Hey, bye.
in the meantime, let's play some D&D.
Fantastic.
Welcome everybody. We are Everybody's a Mimic. We are an actual play D&D 5th edition podcast webcast playing well, we were playing Icewind Dale, but now we are in Spelljammer. Last session our group did not fall for my very subtle tricks. Braxton and Lee were not able to get them into a new job. Rosemary wandered off, and Bitte found Crux, brought him, and saved the day when they were ambushed by the Astral Elves, looking to avenge their colleagues that had died on the ship. Before we dive into the current state where we are with Crux and having defeated the Astral Elf, we should probably find Rosemary. Rosemary.
You're cutting out, I think.
Oh, am I cutting out?
Oh,
Maybe.
I think that's just you.
It's just me then. Okay.
Okay. That's actually a good thing, because was anybody else hearing Blake cut out a little bit on his mic earlier? I changed my mic, so I thought it was me, because it was better when it came back.
Must be me then.
I think I was hearing, like, you kept, like, getting louder and then quieter, like, over and over again.
That is what I heard. Sorry. Like, I should have said something before. But
Blake did it.
Blake did it. Blake did it. We're Delnadre.
Yeah, of course.
You did it.
I did. I said that.
You did it.
Like,
you can't hide it anymore.
I mean, I'm not some kind of nerd or anything who didn't do it. Like, I definitely did it.
Definitely did it.
There will be consequences for doing it.
I've done it a lot, like 10 times with like 3.5 people.
3.5?
What?
Look, don't be ableist, okay? Don't be ableist.
You're the one calling him half a person.
I need to know, out of curiosity, top half or bottom half?
Middle half? Left half?
Lady never kissed and tells.
Just no feet, no hands, no head.
It was kind of a
It's all
random
told-
amalgamation of parts that does eventually add up to
Okay, the correct
approximately
answer is
half
left.
by volume.
It's just all torso.
It was a wizard experiment gone wrong. Okay, Rosemary, let's go back to you. During the initial escapades of the night, the trio, Bitte having already stormed off in anger or in angst, the trio found themselves drinking and were approached by Braxton and Lee, a couple of unsavory, although good-hearted people. I will say myself, they were well-mannered and well-meaning.
Rogues with hearts of gold.
Exactly, yes. They just did jobs. It's the job is the job, right? I mean, they're not bad. The jobs they do are bad.
Well,
And-
you know what they say about just following orders.
Yes, but what if they're their own orders?
Then that makes it worse.
I'm just following my own orders here. Come on. Anyways, you had a drink of mead. Spoiler alert, it was not mead. Probably not made from a bee. Wasn't the
Space
greatest. What would cause Rosemary to continue to drink, if not drink 2? Actually, definitely drinking 2 of these meads.
I think she doesn't even realize it's alcoholic and is like, you know that thing where you're like out with people and they're like, well, I'm getting another drink, like, do you want another drink? And it's like, sure, I'll like drink with you just so you feel like included. So if this is the first time, oh god,
So I should stop you there. Nobody else was drinking it but you.
well, I'm drinking this, but wasn't like Levi trying to get drunk? So you could actually drink alcohol again?
Levi, you were trying to get drunk. Did you get drunk last session?
No, Levi's constitution is way too high.
Yeah. He tried.
Yeah, so like I feel like
But his
Rosemary
tolerance is
thinks
shit.
there's like a miscommunication, and Rosemary thinks that whatever's in her glass is non-alcoholic, but is keeping pace with Levi.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, you definitely kept pace and succeeded in pace through the night, eventually stumbling off and getting lost into the crowd. Now, Delnadre, you had sent Tansy after her, right?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, Tansy had seen her, then we got lost sight of her.
Yeah, I think by the end of the night, she and Rosemary and Tansy were together, but there may have been events between the initial sighting.
Right. So, let's go back and let's play those events out for the audience that did not take the poll that I had put out. Rosemary, you're stumbling along Dragon Street. You stumble south towards the back streets, the back alleyways. There's a lot of, like markets, small little shops, not necessarily like established commercial ways, but in a city like this, there's no zoning laws. People make do where they can, and everyone's domicile turns into a shop if they have something to sell, a skill or a trade or a service. There's one darkened little shop. Little beads hang down from the entryway. It feels warm, inviting, but not to Rosemary, but to something deep inside you. The shopkeeper
shiny.
sees you. You first see the shopkeeper's eyes. What color are they?
Green.
Green. They're green. They shine brightly through the darkness. But as it comes closer and the light shines upon this elderly shopkeeper, they're just a pretty pale blue. He looks to you up and down and gestures you in without even saying anything.
It's pretty sparkly. And I'll stumble inside.
Stumble inside, you see knickknacks everywhere. You aren't quite sure if this is actually a shop or just some elderly person who has an issue with hoarding. Nothing is necessarily...
Touch everything.
Yeah, you touch everything? Roll me some investigations. Actually, roll me some sleight of hands.
Sleight of hands? But...
That's about what I expected to happen here. Is you just clumsily make your way, touching things. You knock down some things, and the shopkeeper looks at you. Gives you like a stern look.
Sorry. And I'll very carefully put something back in the wrong place, upside down.
It's the priceless artifact that you had just made come apart as you just set the pieces back onto the shelf. The shopkeeper continues to, kind of walk further and further into the shop. Rosemary, are you keeping up with the shopkeeper, or are you more distracted by the various wares?
I think I'm kind of tottering in the same direction, but it's hard to get a drunk person to hurry to do anything. So the distractions abound, especially in a hoarder house.
Yeah. It's like how if you've often been to one of those old antique malls that have a ton of different consignment shops, there's just pathways going everywhere. At one point, you lose him, and then you find him. You've taken left turns and right turns. You've gone upstairs and downstairs. Does Rosemary and your drunken self, do you question any of this?
Rosemary's on an adventure. She's not questioning it.
Okay.
It's one of those, it's one of those antique shops. Granted, I don't know if Rosemary's ever actually been in one of them, but I feel like maybe Bree would have. It's the antique shops where you're I don't really know how many rooms these are. This used to be a house, so it's not really set up like a store, but every room has different stuff for sale in it.
Yeah, seemingly minutes and 10s, 15, 20, 30 minutes go by. At least that's what it feels like, as you just continue to wander along. What is Rosemary's what are you doing after, I guess, being lost in here for what seems like a long time?
I think Rosemary kind of forgot that there was a dude.
Okay, good. Let's
And
follow
is just
that.
kind of like wandering from room to room in hopes, like, not even really hopes of finding an exit, just in like the search for more shiny shit.
Okay. You wander around and you find this thing. It's this massive. There's no way that you, when you were standing in front of it, that this could have been here, brought through the front door. There is what looks to be the base of one of those redwood trees, where what probably looking around looks to be 4 shops clammed together. Instead stands this large, hollowed out base of a tree. There's nothing inside, just a flat, well polished floor.
So it's like the base trunk of an enormous tree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, easily 20 feet wide.
I think she's gonna kind of like blink at it for a couple seconds, and then is gonna like kind of clumsily like get down on her knees and like put up a prayer to like the oak father of like, this tree lived a long full life, may its rest be peaceful, uh may it feed others so that they might live as long.
Shopkeeper kind of walks up behind you and just, what are you doing on the floor? Up, come on, come. Do you want this? And he gestures to the massive tree thing.
I want the whole tree?
Yes, we don't part it out.
Okay. How much?
It's priceless. One of a kind. An extinct tree. I can't even put a price on it. 100,000 gold.
I think Rosemary kind of like thinks about it and then like ruffles through her pockets. And she's like, I got 39 gold. And she holds out like a handful of silver and kind of like looks at it for a second. Then she starts like 1, 2, 5, and wait, fuck.
He stops you. He looks, he puts a hand on your hand and just closes your hand. What is this? Is this an insult? Do you insult me? I take you along, I follow you, I bring you to the thing you want. Are you insulting me? What is this? No. But
I don't have
wait.
money.
I don't want to let you leave an unhappy customer. So, how about this? Here's our deal. You deal with moving it, and it's yours. 39 gold, of course.
Okay, Rosemary like looks at it. She looks back at him, and she just kind of like goes to hand the handful of coins, and then it's like, wait, shit, that's the silver. Is it here? And
Yes,
she
yes.
like hands over the gold.
I'll take it all. Yes. Come on. Good. And he puts out a hand, and it's not the hand that he had, that he grabbed. In fact, you notice now that he has multiple hands, right? Not just like one or two.
I mean, at least
3.
2, right?
At
Yes,
least 2.
at least 2. But in the terms of that, for every new action, this gentleman seems to be pulling out another hand. It just kind of comes out of his body, grabs something, and just melts
Phrasing.
right back into him.
Dang, okay. Fun.
So
That's
he
nifty.
now he holds out his hand. This hand, it is glowing. You can see there's some a magical seal on the inside of his hand, and he gestures it out to you. He says, "Shake if you agree to the terms and conditions."
I just gotta move it, right?
Yep. You must handle shipping and placement in the new location. Whatever you choose doesn't matter. as long as you get rid of it.
Okay. Look for his other hand first, and then shake his hand.
Okay. There is no other hand outstretched. In fact, you look around and you see there is no other hand. His left side, where he had at the beginning of the conversation 2 hands on his left side, of course. The right side has the only hand on his body at this point. He has 2 legs, a torso, a hand, an arm, and a head.
You might want to get that looked at. And I'll shake his hand.
All right. Good.
It's lots of goods.
Baldur's Gate 3 insight check failed.
Yeah, the dice noise.
Anyway, come. Let me show you some more
Rosemary's
things.
not
for you
very
to
bright normally. I mean, she's wise. She's just not smart.
Rosemary, do a quick inspection of your body. Just look around. Do you notice anything new?
Can I make a medicine check for that?
You can, if that's the way you're going to check yourself. Yes.
Oh my god, she has 3 more hands.
Hey, I got a 26. What's up with my body?
Very good. There's nothing wrong with your body, of course. You are perfectly fine. You have not noticed any external change.
I've not noticed, but do I have
Damn.
2 arms on opposite sides of my torso?
Yes.
Damn, Rosemary, you got a great body.
Hell yeah.
You got a very good body. Yes. You do notice.
Johnny got a body.
You do notice, though, that unbeknownst to you, there is now a rolled up scroll in the edge, in the lip of your boot. And just stuffed in your ankle.
Boot?
Yep.
Who's shoving things in my boots?
It's the shopkeeper kind of shouts back as, at this point, y'all have continued to move through his shop. Oh, that's the terms and conditions. Read them as you wish.
I'm gonna get it, because now it's scratchy, and now we know it's there.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty hefty. At least 3 pounds.
Of just fucking terms and conditions?
Mm-hmm. Well, very thorough. Very thorough. Don't worry.
You just said I gotta move it.
Yes.
I got friends. My friends will help me move, and I'll get them pizza, and it will be good.
What is this pizza?
It's so you know bread. Yeah, you got bread. If you don't have bread, it's gonna be really sad. I might cry.
I don't know. Just describe it to me. What is this bread?
Rosemary literally just pulls out a fucking ration. It's okay, this is kind of shit bread, but you gotta imagine it warm and soft and just out of an oven, and
wait. Shit bread? So wait, this is old shit bread, and you tell me I have to eat new shit bread so it's nice and warm and soft?
What's shit bread?
You said shit bread, right? I know what shit is.
What? I'm too drunk for this, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're saying.
Then why are you explaining to me what bread is?
Because you don't know what pizza is. Oh my god. Okay, so we're gonna skip the bread. So bread, put it out of your mind. Do you know what a tomato is?
No.
Oh my god, you don't know anything! Oh my god.
Look.
Bread and you don't have to... Oh my god, you don't have cheese! Oh, it's gonna suck to be you!
I don't know what you're talking about. I find this incredibly insulting. I eat this amazing diet, and he pulls out this large tube. It kind of looks like one of those caulking guns, and he just squirts this pasty blue liquid into his mouth. Look, yum, yum.
It looks gross. You don't even have pizza.
It's delicious. Here, try some. And he's gonna.
Oh, I want pizza now.
He's gonna extend it out to your hand.
Is there a place around here I can get wings? Okay, look. Do you know what chicken is?
I'm done with you. Get out of my shop. You have You read the terms and conditions. You're responsible for removing this thing. We've already begun the clock.
Tree.
Don't forget to bring your payment the first time you come back. Thank you.
I already paid you.
Yes, but you haven't
Where's
moved
my
the thing
gold?
yet. So you agreed to the terms of removing the big tree, and you didn't move it yet. So we've already begun accruing storage costs. It's all in the terms and conditions.
That's some bullshit. I'm gonna go move it right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna go try to find the tree again.
Okay. In the terms and conditions, you've already agreed that I no longer have to direct you to where you need to go. I'm done with you. And he just walks off, squirting his little blue gunk into his mouth.
Okay. I'm a drunk girly.
Yeah. So look to your left.
Look to my left.
There's a hallway. Look forward. Don't worry, there's another hallway. To the right, though, there is a staircase, and to the rear is where the guy is walking away, and there is a bookcase that way.
Check out the bookcase.
Okay. It's filled with books. Books.
Books.
There's so many books. Pick up a book.
Book.
Okay. You got a book in your hand. What is the name of the book?
Tube goo and other substances.
Tube goo?
Tube goo and other substances.
Tube goo and other substances. A guide to the daily lifestyle and dietary needs of your average plasmoid humanoid. Plasmoid. Plasmoid.
Plasboid.
Plasma.
Plasboid.
It is a very in-depth book on the requirements that of the nutrition that is pumped into tube goo.
Those bitches don't even have pizza.
Patent pending.
Alright, I'm gonna go try to find my tree again.
Okay. Roll me survival.
Survival, okay. Where's my survival? Here we go. Boop.
You do not find it.
Hmm.
How long would Rosemary search before beginning to realize that you may be lost?
That's a good question.
Roll me Constitution. You've been in here for a pretty good amount of time. I mean, the Levi and Dale and Bitte spent a good amount of the evening wandering around. You only had drinks in the beginning. All right, you're starting to come back a little bit. Not quite all the way, but a little bit back.
Yeah, it's like it's starting to wear off.
Yes, you feel horrible. The mead did not sit well.
That was not me.
That was not. No. Looking around, you find yourself once again at a crossroads. Almost always at a crossroads. There is a staircase to your rear that goes down 3 flights of stairs.
I don't remember climbing any stairs. So I should probably not go downstairs, because then I'm gonna get stuck in a basement.
That wouldn't be good. You would just have to feed you tube goo for the rest of your life.
I would have to have tube goo for the rest of my life, and that's just gross.
And no pizza.
And no pizza.
No, he would go out and he would figure out a way how to eat pizza, just so that he can come back and be like, look, pizza's actually pretty good.
Hell yeah.
But you haven't moved the tree yet, so I can't let you out of here. And I can't get
I'm
you
gonna sit down with my terms and conditions now that I feel like I can actually, like, read again.
Okay. All right. What page would you like to flip to?
Oh, like, you gotta start at the beginning.
Right. Okay. Page 1 of 468. Terms and conditions. A standard tube goo contract.
Why is it tube goo?
Tube Goo Inc.
Tube Goo Inc., formerly known as Tube Goo Conglomeration.
Tube goo, the goo for your tube. Anyway.
So yeah, Rosemary, how familiar are you with interdimensional legalese?
I imagine not very.
Yeah, probably not. Roll me 2 intelligence checks with disadvantage.
2 with disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just like 1. So it's intelligence.
Yes.
Boop and boop.
Boop and boop. Not terrible. Well, actually, the 3 is pretty terrible.
Actually, the 3
The
sucks.
3 sucks. Yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, it's extremely long. It's very confusing because as you read it, you're constantly being directed to other pages, and you kind of like quickly get to the point of like this is meant to be a scam. It does take a genius to figure this out. That the document itself is just a wild goose chase until you finally figure out how much you owe. Unfortunately, though, you never get to that point. You are unable to figure out what costs that the shopkeeper was telling you by. The only thing you're able to understand is that you need to move this tree before you incur further costs.
Where did I buy a tree? Okay, I'm gonna roll that back up, stick it in my back pocket, and start gonna call out and be like, "Yo, dude, dude,
No.
whose house I'm in."
Delnadre, for Tansy, can you roll me a perception check? And if he has any kind of advantage on hearing. I know some animals do.
She has keen hearing and sight. So
Rosemary, as you're shouting your name out, or shouting out dude, which Tansy hears, although through like a wall, and it feels really muffled. At this point, unfortunately, Delnadre, you are kind of like still, I think, I'd probably put this right at the beginning of the fight. So unfortunately, you're not able to quite converse or tell Tansy, but Tansy has some agency to herself, right?
sure.
Okay. Rosemary, are you just shouting out dude and just standing still, or are you just now meandering about? Survival's kind of being...
Trying to retrace my steps as much as possible.
It's gonna be tough, but let's roll some history with disadvantage because you were drunk.
History. There we go. My history is a mystery.
It is. Unfortunately, you are not sure how to get out of here. All you know is that you are surrounded by walls and walls of junk, or perhaps priceless artifacts. Fragile, priceless artifacts.
Rosemary's getting tired. She's gonna pick up something from the nearby shelf and be like, "Oh no, what a shame it would be if I dropped this fancy looking thing. If only the owner were nearby to stop this from happening."
Silence. You
I
hear...
drop it.
The silence is shattered, just like that priceless Ming vase, as the person rushes out. No! That was the one thing that had value on that shelf. Come, quickly. Just get out of here. Get out of here. And he just opens a
that's
door.
what I'm trying.
He just like walks up and just opens a door into a shop that just opens into the street.
Okay, where's my tree though?
Nope, that's not... Did you read the terms and conditions?
Yeah, it was confusing as fuck. Like, what do I owe you, dude?
That's all in the terms and conditions. It is now officially
Yeah,
out
well,
of my
fucking
hand.
lay it out for me, bro.
I cannot. The terms and conditions are different for every person. Tube Goob controls it.
Dude, you don't gotta be a corporate shill about it, though. Like, we're human beings.
Tube Goo
I mean,
is a wonderful company to work for. He strains as he says that. His eyes kind of like bulge.
Buddy, it's okay. Like, you can, like, down with capitalism. You can criticize your boss if you want to.
Like, criticize my bot? No, Tube Goob is law. What? Tube Goob is a wonderful place to work for. Do not ask me. Here you go. He hands you a card. Come back. Grab your tree. Tube Goob.
All right. Bye. I took the card and I go out through the door you opened, I guess.
All right. Rosemary, place yourself in the city.
In the city. Let's see.
In the city.
In the city. Boop. And, maybe next to Xeno Termination Limited.
That's a wonderful place. Levi and Dale and Bitte were recommended actually Levi and Dale were recommended for jobs there.
Oh, nice.
So Tansy has officially lost sight and sense of Rosemary. So you came from the docks and you can kind of see the edge of the you ask around and somebody points you in that direction. So you begin heading back towards the docks. Walk yourself along your path, Rosemary.
I think initially I start going the wrong way, so I think I gotta go like this way.
Even though the
then
person
maybe-
pointed you the other way.
Well, I need to find a person first to like probably in my search to find a person. I like end up over here,
Good.
and then I go like this way a little bit, and then they're like, "Oh, that's the wrong way." I'm like, "Oh shit, okay." And then I go this way, and then I'm like, "Is it this way?" And they're like, "No, the other way." And I'm like, "Okay." I start going this way.
You did get a very frustrated person on that last question because he was pointing to you like, no, that way, the big cliff. And then you went down the other way. He's like, no. And he had to like grab you and rush you the other way. All right. So, going to the dry dock, you see this is not where you came in, but you do still see your ship all the way over here.
All the way over where?
On the docks.
Oh, okay. I was zoomed in on the dry dock, so I didn't see where you pinged.
No, to the left.
So it's over here.
Yes. Oh, what was that?
Okay, I'll start going this way while admiring the dry docks as much as my kind of starting to get hungover mind can.
Yes. There is a beautiful looking ship right here. Very, very pearlescent and shiny. The dry dock is a whirlwind of activity, even throughout the night. Ships always need to be repaired on a quick and timely basis. As Rosemary makes her way back towards Dock Street, past the Happy Beholder where Bitte met Krutz, and back to passing Dragon Street, that is when Tansy picks up and lands on your shoulder, Rosemary, pulling your ear to the right.
Tansy! Hi! And I go scruff behind the feathers. I'm like, where have you been?
But Tansy squawks, seemingly telling you I should be asking you the same question, and pulls your ear towards Dragon Street.
Hey, buddy, you can be nice. Like, I got beast speech. We can talk. I'll walk down which street? Beast Street?
Dragon Street.
Dragon Street. This one.
Yeah, he pulls you in, and you find your way, kind of like walking past a dead astral elf, and into the opening, this large courtyard where everybody is just sitting around. They have just finished dragging Helix's body into the courtyard back from the street and the crowds, and we are back together.
Rosemary like looks at the dead body and then looks at her friends and she's like, "I was gone for 5 minutes."
It was a lot longer than 5 minutes.
You've been
Okay.
gone for several hours, Rosemary.
Okay, but like, y'all gotta murder people? I
They
bought
started
a
it.
tree.
They threatened our livelihood.
It's two very different stories.
One of these times, somebody's gonna be like, "They stepped on my shoe, so I killed them."
Look, for all we know, they kidnapped you, and
Yeah, but they
Dude.
didn't.
well, we know that now.
Oh my God. I'm gonna need another drink if we're gonna be fucking murdering people. Okay.
Rux, the gif, looks at you. No more drinking. No, we must go. Look, they're already on our tails. We have to get out of this rock.
Okay, I bought a tree. Can we go pick that up?
You bought it.
Yeah, it was in a store.
Mutters under his breath. Wait. Where did
I
you
don't-
find a tree?
Oh, it was in a store.
You purchased.
I have a receipt, and I fill out the 400-page terms and conditions.
Hang on. No
Peter
receipt
is
needs to
like
be that
taking
long.
their like masks. Is just like
It's like
like
space. It's like fantasy CVS.
That's a good one.
Please tell me you read the
Yes.
terms and conditions before signing any agreement, Rosemary.
I didn't
Me too.
sign anything, to be fair.
Did you verbally agree to an agreement?
I said I was like,
A verbal agreement with a handshake is just as good as a written one.
so like I was like, hey, this is a cool tree. Why did you bring me into this shop? And he was like, I'm not telling you shit. Go buy the tree. And I'm like, I don't have money. And he's like, I'll take the money you have. So I gave him some money. And then he was like, cool, the tree is yours. Also, here's a fucking book. And like, I don't know.
It's
Peter,
suspicious.
who is collecting like the masks off of the astral elves, is like, I leave to go do what we come here to do. You've gone drinking. You've let Rosemary go off shopping. Rosie, you drunk shop. You do bad.
I'm an impulse buyer, but it was a tree. Like, where are we gonna find another tree?
You
Why
live.
do we need a tree in the first place?
These are fucking planets dying. Maybe I want a tree.
Levi blinks a couple times and he's like, I think the problem with our planet is it has too much tree.
It's the bad trees.
What if this tree's an invasive species, Rosemary? You're the
Well,
druid.
it's already dead, so fuck.
Why did you purchase a dead tree?
Listen, you let me wander off. I can't be held accountable for my drunk purchases.
Yes, we agree. It is Levi's fault. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I will not be held liable for Rosemary's transgressions.
Wait, you're good at words. Hand him the big ass book of terms and conditions.
Levi starts reading.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm great at those.
Give me 2 of them.
All right, hold on.
Actually, just give me the first one, and then we'll see if it goes well.
My sheet is loading.
Loading.
Just straight up and down intelligence?
Yep. I mean, unless you have another skill that's going to help you with reading. I don't think there is.
I guess probably.
You could do like charisma to parse the language.
Yeah, my secret the charisma of legalese.
Yeah. Woo it.
There is a certain charisma to it.
Yeah.
Could I use perception to try to weed out the false leads in this contract?
Are you skilled at speed reading?
I don't know. I don't have an excuse why I would be, I guess.
Are you skilled at regular reading? Has Levi read a lot of books in his life?
He's probably read a lot of contracts. Was it
He's
you
really-
or
No, he was
Del who had the...
Delnadre is the
Del
one
would be-
who has the
Del's
business.
the one who, yeah.
Del, come look at this.
All right, hold on. Here's my intelligence.
I'm busy rifling through this guy's pockets.
No way.
Levi, and I'm just gonna say this through just a shake, this luck, right? There's the luck here. Beautiful, flips it open like I got this, and you just flip it
He
open.
hears me like asking Del for help, and he's like, "I need to get this immediately."
And I opened to just the right page where it talks about purchasing trees.
Yes. So it talks about, and this page is weird because it's a essentially an invoice, right? That is updating constantly. It's just like the decimal places are pretty large. Like it's like 0.00001 in that section. You know, 1/1000s, 1/100s of thousands of a gold piece. It's just ticking up, just going up and up No, right now, Rosemary has a balance due of negative. Well, actually, a balance due of 12 gold.
Levi blinks at it and he says, Rosemary, what? Is there a... And he keeps like looking down every at every word, and he's like,
It's 13
This-
gold now.
this invoice is rapidly increasing in value.
What? He said it was just what I got in my pocket.
Yes. And when you notice it, Levi, it's not the cost of the tree that is going up. It's the subtotals. Shipping and
storage
handling. Storage, shipping and handling. Shipping and handling is not going up. Storage is just increasing.
Rosemary, these storage costs are absurd already.
Well, it wasn't made clear to me when I bought the fucking thing. He didn't let me see the contract before he sold it to me, and I was drunk, so, like... There's, like... Is it even legal to sell things to drunk people?
He blinks a few times, and he puts a hand on
It
your
is.
shoulder, and he says, Rosemary, are you telling me a man took advantage of you? I will kill him.
I mean, I guess. That's very nice of you.
Show me to his abode. I will separate his head from his shoulders immediately.
Okay, weird thing, he might not have one when we get there. But we'll figure that out as we go.
Is there an address on the front page of the contract?
No. There is, however, a map on the card that Rosemary
Oh yeah, he gave me this.
yes. The map is constantly updating. Every, let's say 30 seconds or so, it changes to a new map where the red dot is promptly in the middle.
Does the map look at all like the area where we're in?
Do you have a map of the area you're in?
I feel like, didn't we ask? Am I tripping, or did we ask our old captain for one?
I don't think we did.
I don't think so.
Dang. Maybe I told myself to do it and then forgot.
If
Okay,
you,
we do not.
I'll
We
give you
do not
this.
have a map. We do not have a map of the area that we're in.
During one short 1 minute period of when it is there was a section of the card that did look like what looks to be the docks.
And then it disappeared and it moved somewhere else.
Yep.
Rosemary, this store is going to be difficult to pin down. I hope you know this.
It was weird on the inside too.
How are we supposed to pick up your tree if we can't even go back to pick up your tree?
Oh.
How big was this tree? Could I even pick it up?
Well, I was gonna turn into, I don't know, a bear or something. Listen, I was very drunk.
It is a 20-foot wide tree.
But how
Rosemary-
were you? Owlbears don't have thumbs.
Well, that was gonna be a problem for later, Rosemary.
It's a problem for now, Rosemary.
Past Rosemary wasn't fucking being nice about it.
Braxton just shouts over you. What, y'all don't have 3-thumbed owlbears where you were at?
Technically, if I can, like, change myself into an animal, why can't I make it have more thumbs?
That's a good question there. I'm gonna go with
It's an owlbear, but with human hands.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of reasons why they thought that's probably not a good idea. Only able to change part of your
Into
body.
one thing, I can change into anything.
The most monstrous amalgamations.
And Rosemary turns into man bear pig.
Hey.
Oh god. Okay. Anyways, Crux looks at you all. Look. You deal with. Guys, we gotta get out of here. There are.
Alright.
I got
like,
attacked.
fuck the tree. Let's just go.
Braxton, before y'all leave, gives you Del. He's gonna run up to you. You seem like the most. You seem that's
intelligent.
Yeah, you
and
know,
Not drunk.
you get what we do, right? You understand. Here, and he hands you a stone. Look, I know things. I wasn't able to place you. You know, obviously I failed in recruiting you and your friend. But look, you need something. I'm your man, right? Whatever you need, just give me some time. I'll secure it. Person, help, backup, rare artifacts, a tree.
Braxton, I have a proposition for you. Would
What-
you be willing to purchase a tree?
purchase a tree?
You don't have to purchase it. You just gotta deliver it.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'll gift you a tree. All you have to do is pick it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
39 gold. Deal of a lifetime.
No, honestly, you could take it for free.
Yeah,
All you have
just
to
take it
do
for
is
free.
and can I find a part of the contract where I can have somebody else sign it?
It does not work that way. No, there is no. When you do, if you were to sit there and rifle through it, you would see an area where it took a very thin layer of Rosemary's flesh when she shook the hand and imprinted that into the signature line.
Oh my God, Rosemary, this man stole your identity.
Oh my god. Wait. He's gonna wild shape into a normal bear. And it's like, now I'm different. Except I can't fucking speak common, so I'm just like fucking roaring. My DNA
Rosemary,
is different now.
I don't speak bear.
I don't speak bear.
You just turn to a bear and
I look over
shouting.
at Bitte and it's like, you got me. You know what I'm saying.
Beta looks so supremely annoyed.
Bitte, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't want to get drunk. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Wait, are you just saying this is a bear?
You're my best friend, and you were upset, and I was gonna go after you, but then I'm like, oh, you need some space, but I think I fucked up because maybe you don't need space. Maybe you need like love and encouragement, and I feel bad that I don't know what you need.
Maybe a bear hug.
You did nothing wrong. Let's go.
Okay. I love you.
Canon, that still happens all in bear. Bitte
That's
just
all in
understand.
bear. Everything it just said is in bear.
And Bitte understands.
It does understand
Bitte
bear,
does
right?
Yeah, Bitte does have beach speak.
Yeah,
right?
he has beach speak.
Beach speak.
Doesn't have
He can
bitch
speak with the
speech.
beach.
He speaks beach. He's
The
with the
beaches.
Kens.
Always.
Everything Bite says is in Beach Boys lyrics.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Oh,
What
God.
a session we're having, folks.
Okay, so Crux.
How much of that song can I sing before we get copyright struck?
I don't know.
don't know.
It could be like like 5 more seconds. It could be the whole song, right? And then just at the very
Too
end.
late. The entire session is just bombed.
It depends. Honestly, it depends on whether or not the Beach Boys are listening to our podcast.
That's true.
That's true. Or if their lawyers are.
Or if anybody is.
Just stick to songs that are like basically tonally identical but lyrically just distinct enough. Wouldn't it be convenient?
Wouldn't it be swell?
If we could fall asleep.
Wouldn't it be nice if we were smarter with a sense of legal acumen to decipher such a frightful contract? So, I
That
don't
was
know.
really
Fuck off.
good.
That was good.
Leave it to the musician to just be like, "Oh, hey, you guys are doing this really bad."
Hey, I like your bit, but let me do it better.
Yeah.
I love it. You did it so good. You did the bit so good.
Amazing. Bitte did the
Bitte
bit
the bit man.
Damn it, you beat me to it, Corey. I was about to say he did the beat so well.
Okay.
Starting a band.
We have stuff to do this session, right? Braxton shushes
I
y'all
don't know,
out of
that's
the
up to you.
courtyard. Look, guys, we got this.
You're the one who made me buy a tree, Mr. DM. Okay.
We'll clean these guys up, okay? Consider us partners. And Braxton
I
holds out
wouldn't,
a-
I
holds out
wouldn't
a
go
hand.
that far, you criminals.
But, hey,
He's
hey,
gonna
hey.
steal your skin, I say in bear, which is like,
Braxton holds out like a hand to just innocently shake, and Rosemary just like bats it away. No.
with my big old bear paws.
Yeah, Braxton actually, you definitely like make him like fall down. Lee, being the defensive person he has, just pulls out both of his knives. But Braxton gets up. It's like, it's okay. I my bad.
Sorry, she's drunk.
And a bear, so probably just doesn't know her own strength. All right. Y'all did not kill Kikarion. He is still alive.
Yeah, we're taking that bitch with us.
Okay. All right. Del, you said you rifled through Helix's pockets.
Sure.
Was there anything in particular you were looking for? Or are you taking everything?
See if he's got any like documents, instructions.
He does. He has some sort of like identification card. In fact, they all do. They have this kind of like
Yoink.
It's in Elvish. It has a lot of lingo and acronyms that you're not very familiar with, but it gives their full name as well as their address, which once again you have no idea what to do anything with. But there is a set of instructions detailing what essentially to the description of the ship that you were on previously. So not of each of you, but to be on the lookout for newcomers coming to the rock, escapees from the planet. They were kind of generally just looking around for everything, and then they also were on the lookout for your previous captain ship.
All right. So good news, everyone. They're looking for us, but not us specifically. They don't really have a good description to go on. So if we keep a low profile, I think we can, just kind of get by.
Good, says Crux.
They weren't looking for a bear.
Come on.
That's an excellent point, I assume.
So they Crux begins to lead the group to the docks. Now, is there anything you all want to try to accomplish before you leave? Or are we proceeding to Crux's ship?
Bitte wants to get the fuck out.
Okay. Getting the fuck out. Good. That's proceeding to Crux's ship vote.
Yeah, I'm too like I'm coming down from being drunk, so I just want somewhere I can like sit and be hungover.
I think Levi feels bad enough that he's pissed off Beta, so he's just gonna go along with it.
All right. Let us continue on then. The group makes their way to the docks. How are you disguising or covering up Kikarion? Or are you just dragging his limp body through the streets?
No, Levi would like throw him over his shoulder and then like throw a nice big blanket over the top of him, so it looks like maybe he's carrying like a big burlap sack under a blanket or something.
Yeah, as we're leaving the square, like the dude who Beta had originally grabbed before they got jumped was like sitting next to like a cafe table or something, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was just chilling there.
Yeah, Beta just takes like the tablecloth off of it,
Nice.
as we leave, and just throws it over him.
Okay. So you carry along Kikarion to back to the docks. Crux leads you to his ship as you approach the second wind, he calls it. Or at least that's what he's been muttering as he walks along and leads you back to the docks. Stately galleons, sleek cutters that resemble flying fish, and warships built to look like hammerhead sharks line the docks of the Rock of Brawl. Crux waves his arms towards a craft that seems modest by comparison. The ship's sails are patchworks of mended canvas, while its hull seems barely held together by thick vines that bind it like rope. Its strangest feature is the full-grown tree that sprouts from the aft deck. Second wind.
Tree!
Yeah, I know.
Oh, is that your tree, Rosemary?
Mm. Tree!
I'm not sure what that was.
Rosemary's making
Could you try nodding?
Rosemary nods very happy and like does a little like runs in a circle. She got
Okay, I think
zoomies.
Yeah,
I
Crux,
get a little bit of a smile from Beta despite himself.
Crux turns back. That's not her tree. That's Starbow.
Tree.
I see.
He's a bit touchy, so please do be respectful of him.
He?
He.
Tree is a he.
Yes.
It's alive?
It's a treant.
It's a tree!
Yeah. Dun 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 dun. Bring
Did you say tree in?
Are there pronouns tree trim?
He.
They're obviously
It.
he, him.
It's he. We already went over this. Don't try to make him more than he is.
Are you taking away his livelihood?
I'm going by his wishes, and he's a very temperamental person. He could already hear you. So, anyways, we got something else we have to deal with. Come on aboard. Let me show you around. So you all
seem like a very temperamental person.
walk onto the ship, which for now it's not here in the map, but we'll get to it in a second. Trying to adjust the map over here. Good. So as you all walk up, he kind of takes you in and immediately shows you to the Spelljammer's chair. He's like, yes, this is my beauty. It is a pretty old chair. Looks like it has been. It looks like it's been reupholstered multiple times. Has gold upholstery now, although you can still see scraps of when it was green and red at one point. The right arm is loose and falls off pretty easily as he kind of like slaps it, and it reeks of stale ale. Multiple stains on the floor and on the chair itself shows that Crux is a heavy drinker.
Stale ale.
Yeah.
Or as I like to call it, stale.
Stale. I think Rosemary doesn't even go up to the Spelljammer chair. Rosemary's just sitting out by the tree.
Okay.
The Trent.
A red tiefling walks up behind you, or she's tapping her feet at you, arms crossed.
I'm a bear, I don't care.
You're a bear. She's looking at you and just waiting. She's just like, why, Flinch, is there a bear on my ship right before we are about to set sail? Flinch! Flinch! And she just starts walking off to go and shout for Flinch. Now, Crux, along with Levi, Bitte, and Dell, who is showing you the captain's chair, says, "Ooh, shoot. Okay, so I didn't say this before, but I did rent out my ship, and we're gonna have to get her out of that contract if you want me to help you escape the Ruck of Brawl. Okay? Good. Game plan. What should we do?"
What contract do you need to get out of?
She technically is still renting the ship.
The ship?
Okay, what is her mission?
All right.
She's a smuggler. It doesn't matter her mission. Our mission now is to go and join up the resistance, right, Bitte? That's what we talked about. You hate the Astral Elves. I hate the Astral Elves. We're gonna go kill some Astral Elves.
I'll take care of it.
I'm not a fan of astral elves, but poor business is poor business.
So Fel is walking back towards, and let's switch over to the map as well.
The map.
Bum, 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 bum,
Map.
bum.
It's the map. It's the map. It's
Is
the
it
map.
this one? Okay.
What the fuck? Why is this the first thing I see?
Just a dead body. Don't question that. Okay, so I actually have some choices here. So this is a map that I found that's really nice, but we could do this map if you'd prefer instead.
Ew.
No,
This
gross.
map doesn't even have color.
No. Fancy line, production value.
So we will do this map. It is a map I found on our battle maps. I don't know who made it, but whoever did make it, thank you for providing it for free to the world.
All credit to you, map maker, whoever you be.
Credit.
Yep.
Credit to the creators.
Look, they even put a map in their map.
Oh, it's Mapception, boys.
Their
I
maps
bet
got
if
a
we could
map
zoom
it.
in enough, there's probably a smaller map in that map.
I don't know about that, but
It's maps all the way down.
Maps all the way down.
Okay, so come and put yourself on the map. Let's see. Rosemary, you are up here at the top underneath Starbow. Starbow? Starbow?
Wow.
Our
It's
bow.
probably about.
And
Starbow.
Tansy will be.
Lynch, you're
Oh my
down
God.
to the bottom. Tansy, you'll be up there. You're a bigger monkey.
Rosemary's a gor-
Yes, good old
Rosemary's a
tiny
gorilla now.
tokens.
We'll have to do this. We'll have to figure this out. I think if we do it bigger and then you reset, should work. I know it's not gonna probably match up with the. God, Levi, stop it! Stop it, Levi.
I reset.
Nope, that's too big.
Now I'm big.
There we go. Okay, you're down there. There you go. Bitte, where are you?
I just put myself next to Rosemary.
Aw.
That's fine. Okay, all right.
Let's
So,
see. Hey, I think that worked.
I haven't made very big, but I don't mind it.
Let's try it.
boom.
Hey, look at that.
Look at that. All right, so Delnadre, you are walking out. Crux knows that he doesn't want to have this conversation, so he is sticking back. He's not quite standing in the chair, but like he's not wanting to be in the same room as Fel when she walks in. She's walked down the stairs. She is getting closer to the door. Del, the door is closed, but you know that she's out there shouting, "Finch, Finch, where are you?"
Okay, I need to move quickly, so I'm going to approach the door. I'm going to cast Disguise Self.
Okay.
And give myself the appearance of one of the astral elves.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, as forcefully as possible, push through the door. I'd like to time it so that I can hit her with it as soon as it sounds like she's right on the other side.
Okay. Yeah. You don't need to do a roll for that. You get your ear to the door. You wait for it, and you push through. Now, Levi, just before this happens, what's going through your mind as Del turns into an astral elf?
That this is either gonna end really swell or really unwell. And so I'm gonna duck out of the way so I can't be seen through the door.
Okay. All right. Crux picks up on that, and he kind of steps to the side as well. Doesn't he? But you can tell, and he looks at you. He isn't quite as excited about this course of action. He looks really nervous. But back to Delnadre. You smack
Wait,
him.
Levi gives him a really reassuring thumbs up and a wink.
What's the wink for?
It's reassuring.
Okay. The thumbs up would have been
re-
enough. The wink just is like, but wait, what do you mean the wink? Wait, you have
As
something up here?
As reassuring as a large shirtless man with blonde hair can be when he thumbs up and winks.
All right. Del, you walk through the door, smacking Fel back on her butt as she just falls down. She's like, what? Huh? Wait. What are you doing on my ship?
Your ship? Why are you making such a racket on my ship?
It's not your ship. No, I paid for it fair and square with Crux. I know him. What? How can I help you?
Perhaps you're mistaken, girl. This ship is now in service to the Astral Empire.
The
And I'm going to lean
Empire?
down. Is that going to be a problem?
No. She takes a step back and waits for you to lean down.
waits for me to lean down. What, I'm gonna like go all the way down?
Oh, you're bowing. Wait, are you bowing?
What?
I'm confused.
No, you said she fell back on her butt, so I'm leaning down over her
Oh, okay, got it.
as she's sitting on the ground.
Okay, yeah, so she kind of like scooch back, like crab walking her way back up before she like roll. She very let's roll some dexterity here. +3. She kind of rolls back and then stands back up in one pretty fluid motion, giving her a pretty good space between you and you know and her. And she's like, "What do you mean in service to the Astral Empire?"
I don't see how that's any of your business.
It is my business if I have rightfully secured services of this ship here on the Rock of Brawl, under whose government we are under.
Just gonna stare at her and kind of raise a single eyebrow at that.
Well, I have a lot of cargo on this ship, and you need to return it to me now. And if you don't, then me and Starbow have become very good friends, and he will make you leave. And she kind of like just becomes very confident at the very end of that sentence, just sticking her nose up.
You can seek reimbursement with the Empire. I'll give you 5 minutes to get off my ship.
No, the Empire is it the so-called Astral Empire, and not the Zarxian Empire that you supposedly are serving, if you even are an Astral Elf.
Narrow my eyes at that again.
She
and sweat a little underneath the illusion.
She's gonna take a step forward now. That is the biggest mistake you made, mister. I don't know who you are, takes another step, but I know, and she's gonna poke you really hard, that you're not an astral elf, poking with emphasis every time. The last one she's gonna poke hard enough to try to shove you back through the door. Let's do athletics check.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Let me see. Got a +0. Okay. She like forces you back. You stumble. Delnadre, you are on the floor just as she was before. She does not enter into the room though. She just lets you fall to the floor. Now, on disguise self, is there anything that's gonna make it drop at all? Other than her,
No, it's not concentration.
Okay, so then it's just the fact that she's.
I mean, she can make an intelligence check to perceive through the illusion,
right.
she'd like.
She's not quite there yet. She knows something's up, but she wants to figure out what's happening here. So yeah, you stumble back, you fall on your butt, and she's like, "So, who are you?"
I am someone who is going to be using this ship. I'll stand up, brush myself off, and drop the illusion.
Okay. She kind of just like, wait, I don't know you. What? Who are you? Answer the
Friends of Crux.
No, it's no. You can't be using it first because I still have 40 days on my contract. Where is Crux? Does he think this is? Did he put you up to this?
Yeah.
That's so unlike Crux. But okay. Well, unless you're gonna pay for my upcoming loss of revenue that I would have had on this big job that I was gonna go on, you can't take the ship or until I speak with Crux. So.
All right. I step aside.
Right before you do, Levi will speak to you telepathically, Dell, and he'll say, "Well, she's a smuggler, right? Can't she just smuggle us out?
We already have a ship. We don't really need to be smuggled anymore at this point.
Will a couple extra hands hurt us?
I don't know where she's going. Look, what's your deal with Crux? Where are you headed?
Not headed anywhere. I engaged in a deal with Crux and I rented a ship for 120 days. And look, it didn't go so well in the
What,
beginning.
are you just using it as storage?
No, I'm providing services to take objects from one place to another. I'm just merchanting.
Okay, one place to another implies a destination.
Yeah, I have a destination.
So where are you going?
Not where you want to go. Where are you going?
I don't know.
Well, then why do you think you can use my ship if you don't even know where you're gonna go? Or are you gonna take the ship from me and then just sit here for 5 days while you figure it out?
No, Crux is driving. He knows where to go.
Crux.
I don't need to know where to go.
Ugh. Where is he? Crux! And heavy footsteps. Hi, Fel. Crux, what is this? Look, this is bigger than you and me and the contract we made. This is the fate of the galaxy. The universe. Everything. The Rock of Brawl, your livelihood. It's war. It's coming, and we have to go and join the Resistance in Doom Space. We have to make a stop on the way there, because I don't know how to get there. But I know somebody who does. She just looks at him. Well, I can be persuaded to let you have your ship back early. Only if you agree to pay me the money I'm owed plus equal amount to the gold that I would have gotten from this next job, which was 3,000 gold. And I expect your friends to pay for it too, especially that one. She points at Dale. I want him to pay specifically.
Levi leans where he's at, and he's like, I would love to hear what kind of operation you're running.
And you can pay
That is
too.
going to reward you. That is going to reward you with 3,000 gold.
Look. I have some very highly sought after objects that I am transporting to a new destination to be merchant.
Perfectly legal, I assume.
Yeah, how does this government of the Rock of Brawl feel about these objects? Should we possibly get someone involved to rule on our dispute here?
I would assume that they would rule on my dispute, on my side of the dispute, knowing that I have already made all the necessary arrangements. It's not the rock that we are worried
Levi
about.
Doesn't wait for her to finish. He pulls the blanket off of the Astro Elf, and he's like, we're in a bit of a predicament, and the longer you wait, the more implicated you are.
Oh, well,
That one's real, actually.
Look, okay, fine.
We left 4 of his friends dead in an alley.
I don't want... Crux wouldn't let you hurt me. He's too kind-hearted.
I don't want to hurt you. I want you out of here so we can leave.
Hey. Look, we can always use the extra set of hands, and perhaps we can help Fel out with her needs. She is also in a really extreme in debt in a contract, and why can't everyone benefit from our arrangement?
It depends on what we're smuggling. I have morals, you know.
Well, Infel kind of chimes up. I don't know. Obviously, we wouldn't smuggle anything because we have to go where you need to go. I'm just saying I would get to merchant some of these objects that you collect along the way.
Like, I'm pretty sure there's a corpse downstairs. Is that with you?
Look, that was very hard to find, okay? And despite what the people were saying, okay, the locals didn't have the deed to the property of that pyramid. So I was rightful in obtaining that. And how did you already get down there? Did you see Flinch, by the way? Flinch, he never tells me anything.
Who?
Flinch. Crux like, yeah, he's my handyman. My first mate. Look, We need a Spelljammer, so unless one of you has experience, we're gonna need Fel, or we're gonna need to hire a new one.
Levi blinks and looks at Crux. You own a ship, but you can't drive it?
And she's like, no, but he does love to sit in a chair. Ugh. And he's like, hey, look, no, I am the captain. They're rarely the Spelljammers.
I'm sure one of us can pilot the ship just fine.
Have you piloted a ship before?
Yes. On the ocean.
Well, that's not the same thing.
It's got to be something the same.
Do you
How hard could it be?
drive the ship with your mind in the ocean?
In a manner of speaking.
Sort of.
I mean, you have to decide where you want to go using a certain thought process.
And you know how it feels to raise and lower the sails with your mind? And you can cast spells, right, Levi?
Well, you got me beat there. I
Your,
cast
your,
that.
your magical talent?
I can cast spell.
Yeah, I can cast fist up your ass.
Hey,
If you don't stop being condescending, you.
Didn't we determine that you can cast light?
And he stops himself before he says some ungodly shit.
Does that even make you a spellcaster if you have the ability to cast light?
I don't have the ability to cast any spells.
I'm pretty sure you
from your race.
you can cast light.
I don't cast light. I can grow wings that glow with radiance.
You basically get the light spell.
No, an ASMR can cast light.
Ooh. You don't even know your own race.
I clearly not.
Nope.
Hold
You didn't
on.
even know you had chest beam technology. Anyways, Fel looks up. She's like, look, okay. Let's come to an agreement. All right? Crux owes me 400 gold regardless. I'll let you out of that, Crux. Dale, I want the first 500 gold we make. Then I want 25% of the next 500 gold up to 500 gold. And then I want 10% of the next 5% or next 500 gold up to 500 gold until I hit 1500 gold. And then we'll call it even. And I will not take Crux to court.
Again, I would love to see how your smuggling operation holds up in a court of law. I rest my case.
Like I said, if I have paid the right hands, it would work out pretty well with me. Also, considering the prince is pretty much the only de facto rule of law here, so as long as I can convince him, I am more savory than you folks who have committed murder in his streets, and possibly even brought on the ire of the Zarxian Empire on the Rock. How would you like to hold that up in court?
True. That is a good point. We've already done several murders. One more is not going to throw anything off.
They were in self-defense.
She steps like 2 steps back. Hey. Now, I made pretty good friends with Starbow. She says she gestures to the Trent, and he can defend me. Look, 1,200 gold. Okay, come on. I'm not even asking it out of your pockets. I'm just asking it of the things that you plan on collecting. And I'll drive the ship for you, so you have to pay for services anyways. Consider it my payment.
800 gold, no more, no less.
800 plus the 400 Crux already owes me. 1,200. Deal?
As long as that 400 comes exclusively from Crux, I'm fine with it.
Crux looks at you both. You can tell he has no gold. But a deal has been made. Fel walks forward to shake the hand of Delnadre.
I will shake.
Good. All right.
Delnadre speaks into your mind and he says, don't forget to steal a layer of her skin for the contract.
I hold up my glove that's just like sticky tape.
It has like a nice indention of all of her fingerprints and handprints on it.
Rosemary, meanwhile, is up taking a drunk nap with Trent.
With Trent.
Trent.
So you lay against the Trent. Bitte, you're kind of sitting there with her. The Trent is not happy with this large creature. In fact, it shakes its head. It shakes its little arms. What are you doing, human?
First off, I'm not a human. Second off, I'm a bear right now. Third off, I just really miss trees, and you're very pretty. Would it be okay if I had a nap near you?
For one as close to the father, you show major disrespect to my roots.
I am very sorry. I'm very drunk right now, and I promise when I'm sober, I will apologize real good.
I can help that, and it's gonna stay like it's gonna like grow a vine down from its canopy, and it's gonna like just come at you.
Okay, I'll let it happen.
Okay. All right. So it just stabs you and starts sucking
Ow.
your blood.
Ow!
It drains. It starts to just drain your blood.
All of it?
Yeah, as it starts, Bita is going to pull out an axe and say, "Why don't you just take it back and keep it to yourself?"
He drains like a pint or so and pulls it back out. It was just reducing her blood alcohol content by reducing her blood.
I think so rationally it's the same. I just got less blood now, which might actually make it worse.
Oh.
Damn, Rosemary got ratioed.
I got ratioed.
The Trent says, still, what is this thing? And it shakes its head. It's trying to shake Tansy off.
Tansy holds on for dear life.
Ask Tansy. Tansy's a friend.
Tansy needs an athletics check as it shakes. It's shaking vigorously. Come on, Tansy.
Tansy's a friend.
Tansy! Tansy does not have proficiency in athletics, so it's just a straight check for her. And her strength doesn't matter. Or does it?
It doesn't matter. It's a crit here. Shaking holding on for dear life. At least that's what Starbow thinks. But in actuality, if you were to look back, you would see Tansy is just so expertly grabbing on, is just going with the motion. He has figured it out. He's become one with the tree, and his grip is her grip is strong. And the Starbow was unable to shake him off. Don't get too comfortable. And don't poop on me.
It's okay, Tansy doesn't poop, I don't think.
I don't know about that. I don't know if I like that.
I mean, do you poop? Not everything poops.
Everybody poops.
Yes.
Just yes.
Just yes. That's all I'm gonna answer there. Just
well,
yes.
Then I just learned something new today, and information is power.
All right. So Fel has joined the team. We have a Spelljammer. Flinch is downstairs. Bitte, Rosemary, you are sitting next to the tree, and Crux, he is ready to go. Does anybody have anything they would like to do or ask about or explore on the ship while we set off and travel to our first destination?
No, not particularly. Beta will take the masks that he took off of the Zarxian elves and just take like a leather strap from a hide he has, and he's just gonna weave like through the eye holes into like a little like fanned out array of their face masks and figure out a place like on his armor to put it.
Rosemary's gonna like kind of watch this and like offer some input of like fashion of like it's like, ooh, I like the asymmetric look. Maybe if you add like one more a little further up, and I think it'll be really good.
Yeah, you think so? Yeah, it's I want them to understand that they're not the first or the last, you know?
Yeah, it's like a matter of like it's got to be like artsy, but you can't put like too much into it. Otherwise, then they're like, oh, well, this guy's got like a specific thing, like he cares too much. So you got
Exactly.
it's finding the balance.
I want to be a monster, not, someone with an esthetician.
Mm-hmm. I got you. I got you. I'll help you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, I got drunk. I didn't mean to.
It's not your fault. I'm not in the best place, so I know I'm not the most pleasant person to be around right now. And I'm trying desperately to deal with it in a way that I can, but not everyone can or should be dealing with things the way I'm dealing with this, so
You
I
know
understand.
that I love you and I care about you, and we're gonna figure this out together. And definitely, like, you gotta deal with it how you gotta deal with it, but I'll be here for you, whatever happens.
Thank you.
So you set off, or Crux speaks with Fel, and they begin to make a path on how they need to get over to. We are going to a friend of
Favorite
Crux.
rocket ship.
So
Zooming
what's
through
the
sky.
sleeping situation? Do we have rooms? Cabins?
Yes, there is sleeping situations at the bottom. So you can see on the deck that not the main deck but the crew deck, there is four beds, and then there's the back room where they had a Githia. No, I'm joking. They have an egg on the ground. So we kept Laziel for a while. No, Crux's or the captain, which was
Yeah,
being
really angry, mean lesbian in the basement.
Belle is sleeping at the very bottom. There are rooms, but there also are hanging benches, usually used by basically the higher up you are in the in the crew, the better place you get to sleep. There is one room that serves as a double bed. Then there are 3 single beds, and then there are 8 bunk beds in the bottom. But there should be no problem for all of us to sleep. Flinch sleeps places. Darbo sleeps in his place. And yeah, Crux will probably fall asleep in the chair or someplace. He
Probably
will...
that master bedroom at the bottom.
No, that's Fel. That's Fel's place right now because she.
Oh, that's Fel's place. Okay.
She still owns she still has the ship. So it's gonna take you a little bit of time in order to get over to Topola's wizard palace. Wizard palace. It's a tower, and not a very good tower. Crux will describe it as is seen as leaning. It's gonna take the most part of a day. So you have some time to do some downtime activities. We'll get to that post session and talk about that next time. But in the meantime, we have something else to get to. So, what are y'all doing? It's been a long rest. Feel free to heal up, to do everything you need. We are coming back to well, I guess you consider morning. It's been 8 hours later, and you're about halfway through your trip to get to the tower. Where is everybody? What are you doing?
Does space mead give me a hangover?
Oh yeah, the worst. It gave you a hangover when you were drinking it. Well, amidst being drunk, you had a headache. It's just you came to a point where you were too drunk to care, and then you were not enough drunk to not care, and then it became pain.
Yikes.
Starball was going to return your blood.
I was gonna return it.
Yeah.
I mean, he still can. He took like a pint.
I don't think you really want him to return it now.
Yeah, it sucks. Ow. Sorry. Hi, I'm Rosemary. I'm very sorry that I got drunk and fell asleep here last night.
Please leave now.
Okay. I will do that. Is there anything I can bring you? Do you want anything?
Peace and quiet.
Can do.
st-
You're a very pretty tree, by the way.
You're still here.
Yeah, I'm going. And I'll head downstairs. Is Bitte still here with me?
Yeah, Bitte would have stayed with you.
Oh, I will make sure Bitte is awake, and Tansy as well, and be like, "Hey guys, thanks for camping out here with me."
Dale
Tansy is gone.
Okay. I was gonna ask.
Oh.
Tansy's making a nest in these bushes above the chair.
Okay, I was gonna ask, did Tansy make a nest in the tree, but in the bushes above the chair? Now, what is he using as material? Hay from around or twigs?
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like there's some like planty materials here, so
Rearranging
that
the natural resources.
yeah, and then she's taking little scraps of whatever she finds as she hops around the ship.
Yeah, lots of straw, packaging, packing material.
Like there's already a pre-made nest on level 2, so she could just move that.
That egg is still there, by the way. It's canon. It's there. If anybody wants to go and inspect it, that's welcome.
We have a Githyanki egg in our thing.
You can look at it though. It's not a Githyanki egg. That was a joke, but it is an egg in a nest behind a locked door.
Oh shit. I love how we decided it's an egg when on the map it's very clearly a skull.
Yeah, I was about to say that looks like a skull to me.
Is that a skull?
It's very clearly a
Yeah,
skull.
it definitely has
It's
eyes.
got like eyes and a nose.
Shh. No, it's an egg.
Oh, it's supposed to be like a brig.
When you ask Flinch, he says it's a skull-shaped egg. It's probably worth millions. Don't touch it.
Can I do a nature check to check if it's actually an egg or if it's just a skull that he thinks is an egg?
Yes.
Nature.
It is a skull-shaped egg.
Skull-shaped egg. Okay, good to know. Also, I don't think I had that at disadvantage unless my hangover is giving me disadvantage.
Yeah, no, you didn't.
Okay.
If anything, you'd have it at advantage. I mean, it's nature. You have plenty of time. Just sit there and look at it. You aren't quite sure what animal it's from. It's large, about 3/4 the size of an ostrich egg. A pretty large skull.
Cool.
Flinch said it has been there for about 9 months.
Would I have any idea of how close it is to hatching? If it's a egg that actually will hatch, or if it's like unfertilized?
Not without getting any closer, which is something he refuses to allow you to do.
Rude. All right, yeah.
This will remain a mystery for however long I feel like it. Until it hatches.
However long the DM remembers.
Like, oh yeah, that's right. Remember that one time I let you guys walk around with a God, what's that giant fucking animal?
Barask?
Yes. One of those eggs?
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's just like, we all forget about it, and then like the last session, it's like, well, that was a Tarask egg, and by not stepping on it immediately, you doomed yourself.
It decides to hatch at this moment, growing to full size within seconds, destroying your ship as you lead your army to the final battle.
It's the ship's personal slot egg.
Yeah.
But it does imprint upon you. You do still die because the air envelope is destroyed.
Yeah.
But it thinks of you as its mother.
And so it's really
you're all
traumatized.
Traumatized Tarask.
And then
it blames all of its atrocities on its trauma.
It will, however, take up your quest and destroy the Zarxian Empire for you. Of thinking it's avenging its mother because it blames them, not itself, for killing you.
Nice.
Excellent.
And it is not until after the Xarxian Empire has been destroyed that it does have to look back and think, wait, no, I killed my parents.
I'm not gonna lie, that's good TV.
Okay, so Bitte, looks like you're the only one on deck. Well, actually, no. Let's get back to Levi. Dell, what are you doing? It's been 8 hours. Assume you're waking up or so. If everyone kind of went to sleep.
I'm gonna say that I probably would have done this before we sleep, but so Flinch, what is it you do on this ship?
I'm the.
And may I go so far as to ask, what are you? Is he a
is-
monkey person?
Yes, he is. Does he?
Okay, I know what the monkey persons are, so I don't ask him that.
Yes, yes, he is. Crux would have referred to him as a Mr. Flinch. He is
Mr. Flinch.
He's been with Crux for many years, and basically handles all the repairs around the ship. And he was
Excellent.
in Fell's. He was working for Fell just to keep an eye on the ship during the leasing.
Fantastic. Do you happen to have an extra set of tools that I could potentially tinker with, borrow? I could give them back. I don't, just.
Yes. Tools for what? I have everything. And he kind of takes you to his storage room right here. And inside
Fantastic.
is just random tools. Now, there is not one complete set in that room, but there are more than 50 different tool sets. Just things everywhere. With spending enough
Cool.
time, you'll be able to figure out what you want.
I'll just take and borrow whatever I need
Of course.
at the moment.
We don't really have a workbench, but feel free to set one up wherever you want.
It's okay. That's fine. Cool. I'll figure something out. I'd like to assemble odds and ends to make an eventual complete set of Tinker's tools.
Okay.
Which I am going to go ahead and add to my inventory for the time being.
Yes. Yeah, it doesn't take you too long to find it. They're not identical.
Yeah, that's fine. They all mismatch. One has red handles. Some of the stuff is just like yellow. This is a craftsman. It's actually a craftsman. How did they get that in space? Whatever.
Black and Decker, just a big thing. You open it up and it's only Ryobi tools. It's like, what the hell? Bags from everything, but none of the sets inside them are from that set. That's just generally how it is. Flinch, in fact, he also carries around sets of tools as well on his body as he walks around, which is like this blacksmith apron, just with things stuffed in it.
Cool. And then I'm gonna. Oh, there's a table I can see. Yoink. I'll head over here.
That's my dining
table. It's fine. I won't. I'm going to clear everything off of it. Just kind of push it over to the other side of the table.
But we eat there.
Is it a mealtime right now?
No.
Excellent. Okay, I would like to start using the tools to attempt the scienciest thing I've ever scienced before. Presumably, I picked up a few things from Flapjack while we were on the ship, and I would like to attempt to cast Identify, which is a spell I can cast.
Okay.
This one. On the metal monocle that I got from the Illithid ship, because I need to know.
Shit.
What the hell is a metal monocle? What does it do? Unveil your secrets to me.
Let me go and double check and make sure that wasn't something.
It's a metal monocle of seeing.
Like,
allows you to see something a little clearer.
I said it was magical, right?
I believe so. Or at least, yeah, it was at least interesting. I tried to do just a very quick check to see if there was anything expensive or magical in the area, and I think I rolled pretty well, so you gave me a couple things, and this was one of them.
Okay. It let me I'm just reading back to make sure there wasn't anything that I wrote down that would help me in It's like planning ahead, Corey. Come on. Oh, all right. It is a metal monocle with
Amazing.
with an inlaid crystal lens and gold filigree chain. Beautiful, right? But there's more. It is etched into the outside arcane script of a destructive nature. It has 5 dashes, 2 are burned. It does have a instruction in a language. But you can feel that it is meta knowledge, a a lens of fireball.
Lens of fireball.
Yeah. And generally speaking, if you attune to it, you can put it on, and you can cast fireball. It's with charges, so I don't think there's
And it's like a necklace of fireballs, sort of
right.
deal.
There's not any limitations on how often you can cast it, as long as
Well, normally it's like it has charges, and when the charges are out, you can't cast it anymore.
Well,
And
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
so
no,
you
no.
said it had like 5 notches and 2 of them were burned. So I'm
Yes.
assuming
Yeah.
like it has 3 charges left.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
like he can't just use 1 charge per day, right? That's not a typical thing.
No.
Yeah,
I
no.
mean,
So like a necklace of fireball, like you can throw them all at once, but and so like this, I suppose that wouldn't necessarily make sense, but yeah, just you can cast it 3 times and then it's done.
Gotcha. Okay, there you go.
So it has a limited number of uses, and when it's out of those charges, it's done.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then it just becomes a very fancy lens. I don't think I want to give y'all fireball in an unlimited fashion. Like, it has 5 charges and it regains 1d4 per day.
Be pretty cool if you did.
Y'all would just fire,
Unlimited fireball.
just fireball everything.
my new character is Fireball.
It's like, and
My-
this
that's
shit-
my new build.
Interesting combat encounter you've designed. It would be a shame if a fireball happened to it. If 5 fireballs happened to it.
right. I can use 4, and I can use a 5th one if you want to tempt me. Oh,
My new character build is that one character that carries the metal monocle.
How many charges did you say it has remaining?
It has 3.
3. Okay.
Does it
New
regain any
character is
ever?
an
or no?
artificer.
It does
his
not
entire
regain
life.
any ever. Well, so it does not regain things on its own. I'm gonna leave it open-ended for whether or not it could be charged again.
Ooh. Gotta find somebody who can cast Fireball to just. Never mind. I'm gonna keep that one to myself. What were you saying, Carson?
Levi goes quickly.
yeah.
3 levels into wizard. 5 levels into wizard.
Oh, next character who is an artificer whose entire life's purpose is recreating it.
I love that.
It's like, oh, Rosemary's going on vacation. Her sister, who only knows fireball, is here instead. Just for a limited capacity. And will be a
yeah.
recurring character in the future.
Her sister Chili Powder.
It gives her services.
Her sister Time. Her sister Sage.
Her sister Basil.
Basically. No, wait. Are these different sisters? And they
Yes.
each all
I
know
have multiple
fireball?
sisters.
But they all are the same?
All of my future sisters will all know fireball.
Her cousin Habanero.
I haven't mentioned them before because they're a little bit of a shame to the druid name.
Right?
But it'll play plot relevant, I promise.
Is one of them how okay, but like come on, like were they exiled from your town? I mean, they only know fireball. How helpful could they be to
was gonna say they got exiled because all they did was burn things.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a thing that you want to have in a druid sanctuary, so that's why Rosemary wasn't allowed to leave town, because like her parents were overcompensating because they had to send all their other daughters away.
Yeah, all their pyromaniac predecessors.
Yeah. They're
So-
like, we're gonna keep you right here and we're never gonna teach you about fire magic.
So Rosemary can cast fireballs, she just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah.
And everything changed when the fire druids attacked.
Hilarious.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yes. All right. Anyway, Delnadre, you have uncovered what the metal lens is.
Finally.
The metal monocle. What? How long have you had that? It hasn't been that long.
I
I
mean,
just
it's
feel
been
like-
since we were on the ship with Ophelia and whatever, because I wanted to steal from them because they suck.
Oh, the metal monocles, like the little Ithilid people, not the derelict ship.
Correct.
Oh, with Vorin.
From the people who kidnapped us.
He's like, wait, Corey's like, wait, hold on. I made up this item on the spot because I didn't have
Hold
notes,
on,
but
actually,
I
that one
do
actually
have the
does
notes."
something.
Let me
Well-
go find it. It's actually the metal monocle is seeing. You now have advantage on perception checks.
But I mean, they're like, so that is a legitimate item, but it's in a different book that I'm not going to go bother picking up because I like what I created. But yes, that I mean, you could have always killed those guys in Icewind Dale, but you chose to be kidnapped by them.
we didn't choose to be anything.
We didn't
Don't
choose.
victim blame us.
No, listen, Corey.
Corey was like, hey, I want to take a break and do this space campaign.
Yeah, Corey, let's unpack this little instance of victim blaming here.
Could you imagine if all of us collectively were like, yeah, we're down to do Spelljammer, and then Corey brought us over to this Spelljammer, and he was like, these are the Illithid, and we were like, murder. And we turned around and went right back to the snow.
I mean, it's not like I didn't try.
You did. Threw a dagger in one of them back. Freaking ridiculous. All right. Okay, Dale has figured that out that he has had for a very long time now.
Hey, I tried to identify it and you were like, nah, you can't figure it out. Get fucked. I don't care that the game literally has rules that you're able to figure out what a magic item does just by taking a short rest with it. Fuck you. Go multi-class and get yourself an identify spell if you want it so bad, bitch.
That does sound something I would do. So yeah. Okay. Levi, what are you doing?
Levi's concerned about the safety of the ship.
That is something that's gonna be okay. Well,
He figures it's probably paramount. He's gonna go and he's gonna spend his time like looking over the hull and
It's-
seeing if anything needs to be fixed, and
There's so much.
examining the patchwork of the sails, and like
So that is the one thing that is expertly done. I will say the patchwork of the sails looks like it has been repaired by an expert seamstress. Everything else, though, is very haphazardly. Like the extent of most repairs has been to add more wood and nails onto it to solve the problem. Band-aids on band-aids. In fact, there are multiple areas where a band-aid-like adhesive has been placed over a straight-up hole.
Levi is incredibly disappointed. He doesn't have
No,
proficiency in carpenter's tools. I feel like
Rosemary
he should.
has mending, I think. You can just ask me.
It would take
Yeah.
years to mend every
mean-
part of the ship.
Does a Spelljammer
he's
ship
5
count
foot-
as a magical item?
Oh my god.
No, just the chair does.
just the chair, which could be you could fix that. Yes. What do you have?
No, I think here's the thing. So like I think Levi would identify the parts of the ships that were like an immediate like this is a hazard. If something happens to this spot, this ship is gonna fall apart. Or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Levi, good news. I figured it out. The monocle shoots fireballs. Should we try it?
Levi blinks a few times and he's like, nowhere near this literal pile of Kindle. No.
That's what the ship is.
How about this? The first ship that comes up and wants to attack us, just blow them up.
I'll hold it then.
Okay.
Their loss, their mistake. They'll learn next time in the afterlife.
So closing in from behind is a gigantic bioluminescent jelly-like fish
Hit
it! With a flamboyantly dressed figure standing inside a glassy dome. This seems like the perfect time to just kind of bring this up. Bitte,
wait, are you for real? I thought you were joking. I thought this was a bit.
No, this was planned well before this, and you just gave me the excellent transition. Bitte, being that you were kind of still sitting up there chilling, and why do you only have 12 health? Anyways,
I just didn't bring him back up after you said we could long rest.
It says 12 out of 12 though. Like you reset to level 1. Anyway, Bitte, you're sitting up there. I assume you're still up there with Starbow, just kind of like looking off into the distance, or just chilling, or have you moved around?
Yeah, I think
because Rosemary just woke you up, right? When she woke you up, made sure you were good, and left.
Yeah, I think. And I've been looking back at the at what I had said I was going to do for downtime activities, try and figure out what he's doing.
Learning Elvish.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's what he would be doing. He would be trying to learn Elvish, and he'd just be poring over everything Crux has about the elves and trying to learn Elvish and trying to like figure out like, okay, weaknesses, this, that, the other, like what, how can he better murder these fucks?
So we'll start with he gave you like a book that he collected some point that is Elvish. It's about all of his material that he has on his ship that is Elvish. But you've been basically pouring through and just trying to force your way through translation, knowing with the little bit that you know of that Dell has taught you. Just as a, hey, I know that word, and okay, I kind of get this concept, of what it's trying to say.
Does Dell know comprehend languages?
I do not.
Never mind. I was going to say if he did, then he'd be like, okay, translate this page, and then I'll like reverse lens. Well, I guess you just
he knows Elvish, so he can easily translate the page.
Yeah. So I think Vita would ask if you would mind doing that for him, like write out an individual page, and then he just he'll just like come back occasionally, write out the next.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He's just slowly trying to teach himself that way.
Yeah, you find Dell behind the spell-gemming helm. I'm going to take advantage of calling this entire area a blank wall. And I'm just making one of those like really elaborate like police boards with all the strings and the connections with everything we know about the Xarxian Empire.
Crux will provide you his expertise.
I tear down all the boring shit that he had up here. This poster of a hippo model can go.
Crux probably, yeah. So you're in the midst of creating a police board. Bitte, that means you are going down in here to get help from Delnadre, which leaves Levi out onto the deck trying to figure out what is going wrong with the ship.
Quick question. Since I know Sylvan and Druidic, I don't know Elvish, but can it be said that they're like kind of like the Romantic languages share like the baseline? I could be like, oh, I feel like this word is gonna conjugate that way.
There are there's actually laid out rules that certain of the multiple languages share the same script, like the lettering style.
Yeah.
So like kind of like English and Spanish use the same letters, you just put them in different orders and it means different things. So
Sylvan and Elven work that way.
yeah, Sylvan uses the same Elvish script, so
Oh, wonderful.
you'd be able, if you speak Sylvan, you'd be able to read everything and like phonetically speak it. You just wouldn't understand what the
you're
meaning
saying.
is.
Ah.
Yeah, so
Oh.
occasionally Beta would probably be bouncing between Dell and Rosemary. So I'd be like, okay, how would I say this? This and okay, how would you write out this? How would I say that? Okay.
Yeah, I can help if there's ever like, oh yeah, sometimes when you have like the umlaut and the nsh next to each other, they kind of like blend into one sound. Yeah, you say it in like the back of your throat, like. Close enough. Yeah, that works.
So Levi, as they are doing Elvish lessons and arts and craft projects in the bridge, you are out on the main deck making a long
Worried
list
about
of
everyone's safety.
yes, you're making a very long list. You've already determined you probably need to replace at least 90% of the boards on this deck ship. Things that should have been done in the regular maintenance of the ship, but obviously nobody knows about true maintenance schedules.
But if you fix that 90%, is it still Crux's ship?
It's Starbow's ship. This is just his personal car that everyone seems to be driving around.
That does explain all the tree roots in the corners.
Now, here's the thing. If we take Starbow's wood and turn it into the ship, will Starbow become the ship?
I think you'd be murdering a tree and using its body parts to build a ship.
We're fine with that.
Not.
But his consciousness remains, right?
I don't think so at that point. I think if it did remain, it would have perished under the mental strain of being turned into boards.
Damn.
Not only that, I just don't even think there's enough wood of Starbow to make the ship. You'd have to make a very small ship.
If only we had like a really big tree.
Oh, like a 20-foot wide tree.
Yeah, if we only had a 20-foot wide tree that y'all didn't want to pick up for me, but okay. Like, I acknowledge that I make some dumb drunk purchases, but like at least I usually pick them up.
Do you want to go and check what the cost of the tree is now?
So, Corey, tell me about my long list of chores I have.
So, your long list of chores is essentially everything. Everything needs to be redone except for the sails and the ropes. Those seem to be the only things that are kept well.
Well, that's good.
As you are looking at the sails, that is when you notice the giant jellyfish-like ship or creature that is coming at you.
Now, hold on. It's one big creature. It's not like a ship that looks like a creature.
I'm pulling up what it is right now. Give me a second. Yep. I show this to you. Handout, Asteric. Show to players. This thing. This is coming at you.
Ooh. Ooh, that might be a astral elf thing.
It is an organic ship.
Is like the door open? Like, can I see them in the?
You can see the flamboyantly dressed figure standing inside the glassy dome.
I mostly meant, can I see my homies in the bridge?
They're through doors that are closed.
They're closed?
Yeah, they open and they think of it like saloon doors. They kind of they automatically shut. Everything
so
has springs.
If I shout, they could still probably hear me though.
Probably, yeah.
I assume I've been in the bridge. Are there like windows?
No.
How the fuck can the driver see where he's going?
It's a Spelljammer. They do it
because
with their mind.
He mentally connects to the ship and sees that way.
He basically, so the Fel is the only person that if you were just to talk would be able to understand you wherever you are in the ship.
Oh, perfect. Is she sitting in the bridge?
No, she is just wherever she wants to be. But when she is actively the Spelljammer of the ship, she has like a sense, and it gets stronger when she gets into the chair. Like if you were to like call for help, she would know. She would know.
Okay. I'm going to I mean, wherever I'm fucking standing, I guess. I'm just gonna be like, oh captain, my captain, oh Fell, there is there are enemies abound, or a ship or something.
You feel this like presence in your mind. What is it? We're not attacked. I haven't felt
Giant
anything.
giant jellyfish.
Giant jellyfish.
Is it coming from
giant jellyfish?
Is it coming? Oh wait, hold on, Corey. Is it coming from like?
It's coming from behind.
Forward, aft, starboard, port side. Where is it coming from?
The behind.
All right.
The aft.
Yes,
it's coming from the ship butt.
Giant jellyfish.
Giant jellyfish up the butt.
Giant jellyfish aft of us.
After that's behind, right?
Oh yes. Are spaceship terms not the same as nautical ship terms?
They are. I'm just new at this.
Okay.
Oh,
You're new at this. That would have been nice to know before I told you we were gonna pay you 800 gold.
Alarm! 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 You just hear Fel shouting as she's running up from the bottom because she was just sleeping. And just like, ah!
Like she's shouting the word alarm from below decks. Oh my god. He throws this door open and just shouts, "There's a giant jellyfish coming. Everybody get ready." And then sprints up to the top deck up here. He's
shit.
gonna run his ass up here.
Okay, so you're running to the top deck. Let's bring Fel. Fel is moving her way towards...
Is Starbow awake?
Starbow is never asleep nor awake.
Okay.
He is always
As he gets close to Starbow, he's like, "Hey, Starbow, can you take like defensive measures?"
Yes. And you see his tree, his like arms just kind of like his branches just extend down, bending, creaking as they just kind of reach around for mangonel stones. They're just kind of sitting around, and he picks up about 10 of them and he says, "I'm ready."
His, tree tentacles or whatever.
Yeah.
His tentacles.
His tentacles. Exactly. He picks up his tentacles. And
Got our boy Trent and his tentacles.
So you run all the way up to the top. And the etheric aesthetic is what it's called. As Crux will be like, "Oh shit. Oh, this is not good, guys.
Aesthetic as hell.
This is not good." Crux is freaking out. These are commonly used by Rhaegar, which are not good people. In fact, there is
That's
one
fine.
that I kind of pissed off at one point, but we don't need to get into that. It's unlikely that they're here today.
Targaryen.
Right? Right, it's unlikely they'll be here, right? Right, guys.
Wait, what now? Go again?
He said he has...
No, it's quite likely.
He had a
Hey,
problem.
so just so you know, this is a D&D game, so if you pissed off a person and a person of that type is coming up at us, it's very likely that it's that person.
Oh, she's gonna be upset. And it is at this moment, as Flinch is sitting there at the deck, the aesthetic coming at you, a door opens right in
Wait, the
front
name
of
of the
Flinch.
ship is the aesthetic?
No, the thing is an aesthetic. That's what that thing is. That jellyfish is a creature.
It's
Called
an
an
aesthetic.
Yeah, it's called an aesthetic.
Oh my god, it's so girly pop. Okay.
That's aesthetic, right? Aesthetic.
It's fucking ocean core.
Am I?
It really is.
Mermaid core, space core.
Okay, so
Space core, girly pop, slayer, hentai core.
So I was going to use a bunch of Gen Z slang when this person come out, but I don't know if I can.
I think you beat. There we go. Hey, we've provided you the perfect intro. Take the floor,
Show up
Corey.
like, hello? Like, does anyone here even slay?
Yes. Okay, so a magical doorway opens.
Slay is Gen Z. I think slay was like millennial for 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's whatever is the TikTok slang of things that I don't understand. That's what I'm going to try.
Hold on. Everything that's good, you have to call it gas. Everything that's a lie is no cap.
No cap. Okay, gotcha. Okay. A magical doorway appears on the main deck of your ship, right in front of Flinch. A flamboyantly dressed figure steps through it, brandishing a trident, and the doorway closes quickly behind them. Sparkling light surrounds the figure. Okay, Boomer. I heard you were going to the tower. I don't think so. No cap. You ain't going anywhere. My friends, what's a good way for?
For real?
For
my girlies and I,
my girlies and I, in the Zarxian Empire, need you to.
Did we interrupt your girl dinner?
Unalive.
Girl dinner.
Unalive. What's the thing? Unalive?
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, unalive.
Need you to stop meddling in their affairs, so I have to unalive you.
That's really good, Corey, actually.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Is this person like here?
That's cringe.
They are here. Let me bring him in.
They're like not even here right now.
Sorry, I had to look at a freaking a slang dictionary. Anyways,
yeah,
there
Levi's gonna turn around and walk this way, so he's at the top of the staircase here, and he's gonna be like, excuse me, not to interrupt you, but you did not have permission to board. Thank you for asking.
That is not cool. Look, I was vibing with the Zarxian Empire people, and when they said that they needed some place so they can, so they can stand themselves and support their empire and such, I pointed to your world.
Wait, you
Did
fucking
you
what?
did that?
Yeah.
Cool. We get to kill you now.
It isn't every day that I get to see your world touch grass. No, that's not good. That I get that I get to slay.
Too much grass. Touch too much grass.
Anyways.
Abort.
Beta cast Hunter's Mark.
It looks like y'all are big mad.
Rosemary cast Fireball.
I hope y'all are ready to catch these hands.
I hope you're ready to catch these hands.
Catch this bitch.
So yeah, it's you want to talk it out?
No.
You came aboard our ship ready to throw hands, and now you don't want to throw hands?
Oh man, no cap.
No, I didn't. She didn't say that. I asked y'all. Anywho, let's roll initiative because this is on.
This is the individual, yes?
This shit is happening.
Because I had not placed myself.
This person is there. So
that person, okay.
Where y'all were, she appeared in the middle of y'all's shit. So where I had the group was kind of chilling in the
middle of our shit
over here.
But then there was like people were yelling panic, so I imagine we were probably on our way out.
You have your panic to come out.
I don't think is Vita even on that?
You were. I think you're underneath Rosemary. There you are.
There you are.
Oh, okay.
I was sitting on your shoulder.
Vita.
Sitting
I said that he cast Hex, so I'm just gonna place him 30 feet away from him.
Sounds good.
Is it like, are they like 5-foot square, 10-foot squares?
Your character sheets, or your character, the squares on the map are not right, but you are correctly on 5-foot squares. So just move with your, yeah, there you go. I have to I never got a chance to readjust nor find a map that didn't have squares already on it.
All good.
So we should measure or use the squares that are on the thing.
Measure. Don't use the squares.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Well, I'm sorry, ma'am. Prepare to be unalive. That is fax, no printer.
Where is the turn order? Levi. No, Bitte.
Oh, I guess I should roll that.
Sorry, you had just fixed it, Bitte, and I took it off.
Oh.
18.
All right, so to
Go.
get it on there, click ourselves,
Add
and
a
then
turn. What? Roll initiative. Ah, you son of a gun.
you
Oh,
know.
that's right. It's just this free thing right here. Haha. Ooh, so close.
Why does this not like work? What if I do this?
Can I bring this
Okay,
out?
that one worked.
I need to bring thing out. Turn.
6.
Yay. Starbow will act as the turn for the ship. You need a turn. And then Crux, you need a turn. And Fel will also.
Can I just like be over here?
Yep. And then we descend.
Dale, you use arrows, right?
Is that jellyfish to size?
No, it's the size of your ship. It's just it's coming at y'all. It's not on this battle map since there is a battle happening.
Yeah.
Um.
And she's not by chance a celestial, right? Or a monstrosity, or arguably an astral elf. She's whatever the hell they said.
She is a thing. Let me figure out
starts
what
with an R.
she is. She's a Rhaegar.
Rhaegar,
And
cool.
they are Celestials.
Okay.
The
Hey,
most excited Bitte has been in
favorite
days.
enemy.
your favorite enemy is a Celestial or Astral?
So I
Celestials?
got greater favorite enemy.
Oh, that's right.
Enemy the other thing, and I chose Celestial because he's pretty angry at the gods in general.
In case I ever get the opportunity to punch a god, I want to be ready for it.
In case I, ever find myself in a campaign where the big bad of the arc is going to be like a god or goddess of something.
Like a goddess who's like freezing the entire region.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right.
Just hypothetically.
All right, so let's get it started. We can get a round of this at least kicked off before we have to go call it a night. Bitte, you are up first. If I haven't missed anybody. Nope, looks good.
Also, yeah. Okay, so Bitte, having already cast Hunter's Mark, I'll mark 2 rounds off of that, just for
Sure. Yeah.
Just for timing and organic shit. Is going to bonus action Planar Warrior and sling 2 darts Sharpshooter.
Okay.
I do have advantage on the first one, or do I? Hang on. Do I have advantage on all attacks first round of combat? Let me double check where that is. Navigating advantage on initiative rolls. First turn during combat, you have advantage on attack rolls against creatures that have not acted yet. Okay, so 23 to hit on both of them.
Oh snap! That's
for
44
plus 12, 56 damage.
What? Okay.
Mixed force and piercing.
Smoked her in one go. Yeah.
Or the first one is all force. The second one is
Shit.
the first D8 is the second one is 3 force, if that matters.
Let's hope so. Let's get some more protection. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's about to take a pretty good chunk of damage there.
I mean, it is kind of her fault for walking into us and being like, "Hey, so I blew up your planet."
That's
what you gotta do about it, and then like this is what we fucking do about it.
I will say the way they wrote this was like, I mean, what kind of response would you have? Why would she just come out and be like, "Yeah, I totally murdered your family"? Okay. So yeah, she takes two darts to the
I mean,
the
to their
first
credit, most characters just murder all of their families before the campaign starts.
right, exactly. It's on us for having family still alive. Yeah.
Yeah. How dare I make a happy, well-adjusted character?
You said
We're gonna fix that.
56 or 59?
56.
56. Okay.
Does that mean she has 3 hit points?
No, she has hit points still, but you know,
She has 12. She has 12 left.
she has more than
What can
12.
you now? What that bonus action do though, Carson?
The bone. Actually, give her back 3 HP because you're right. The bonus action was a D8 on the first attack, not the second.
Levi, thank you. Okay,
Right.
so yeah,
And Beta shifts, not to within 5 feet, or actually, I think he'll. Let me go back to where I was. Basically, he's gonna like get circled around her a little bit, just cause.
okay. Shit.
Having seen that tremendous act, I come after her, so I'll wait for her to act.
What am I gonna do?
If her act isn't "I'm getting the fuck out of here," she's about to die.
Shit.
Corey, you forgot your DMing for us.
She's gonna dimension door away. It's just what?
Yeah,
I mean,
as Beta
Quick,
just
somebody
mutters
cast
names
somebody
as you're
cast
walking.
counterspell.
I don't even know what to do. Like, she's supposed to last. Fuck. Like, I want this to go more than just get murdered. Yeah, she's gonna have
I
to
mean,
go.
unless she got something to offer us, which I don't feel like she does.
She was just
Like, I immediately regret this decision.
yeah. Hey, we gotta be more prepared. She arrives with a riot shield next time. Anyway, she's gonna dimension door back out of there. I'll have to deal with how she's gonna get back. Yeah. I'm at a loss. I had so many things I wanted to do.
Sorry.
You're okay.
How close is the ship?
It's approaching. It outpaces you. It started
Corey,
yes.
just so you know, you're the magic man who makes the decisions. You can give her more HP if you want.
Or
No.
a higher AC or stronger attacks or whatever you want,
She
dude.
has 19 AC, guys. She's not even doesn't even a weak AC. No, the aesthetic is 250 feet out. It's catching up slowly, but it is on its turn going to do things.
Wait, is she a spellcaster? Reaction cast shield.
She is not a spellcaster. She's just a magical creature
Well, fuck.
that doesn't require anything. Bum, 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 bum.
All right. Levi turns to Starbow and he's like,
oh, can't do
the second that thing's in range, throw some rocks at it.
I'm pretty sure it's already in range for a Mangano.
Throw the rocks.
He begins to throw rocks, but it's slow going. He will have thrown them on his turn.
That's my command to him.
Okay.
I guess she fucked off, so I can't do cool shit. It's cool. Well done, Bitte. He gives you an air fist bump.
Beta does it, but he does it a little too hard as he's just like still seething and panting in her direction.
Man's like roided out.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty
Is this
much.
thing is this giant crossbow loaded?
Yes.
Good. I sit in the seat.
Okay.
I want to shoot it.
It requires
Is
more
it
than...
is it within range?
Oh, I guess it's already loaded, so you can fire it. You just would have a lot of turns to reload it.
That's why I asked. That's why I asked.
Shoot. What is the range
Plus, I'm a
on...
strong boy. I just pick up the spear, I put it in there, and I yank that thing back one turn, and on the second turn, I'm ready to shoot again.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. That's not it. That's well. Give me a second. I gotta look up the stats to figure out what the range is.
What kind of ship is this?
This is the living ship. Okay, I got my book. Living ship. Living ship. Living ship. Living ship. Gosh, there it is. Dun 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 dun. Ballista. 120 to 480. It is in range. But with
In
disadvantage
the 120 range or 480 range?
480 range. +6 to hit. Roll.
Hold on. When does it act?
The ship that's approaching?
Yeah.
Next.
And you said it's outpacing us?
Yeah, it'll catch up eventually.
Eventually or on its turn?
I mean, it's not going to catch up to be close enough to 120 on its turn. No. Unless
That's what I was trying to get at.
Unless you told Fel to stop their ship, then it would reach you a lot quicker.
I mean, shit, at this rate, we just smoked their captain a little bit, so... Nah, we're going to play it out. All right, I'll shoot.
Yeah.
I'll shoot under the assumption that it's not going to be like right here on its next turn, so...
Yeah.
Just a straight up D20 +6. Do I add any proficiency or anything to that, or
not unless you have one for siege weapons?
I don't know if there is one for siege weapons.
I don't think there is.
Roll 1d20 +6.
The proficiency for siege weapons would be being a high enough level artificer to have proficiency in all things.
Yeah, there you go.
Fair enough. 2d20 +6 because it's a disadvantage, right?
Yes. Whoop.
All right, 8.
8 does not hit it. It flies far off into this distance of space. One day that bolt will hit somebody, and they will be very upset. But it did not.
Levi blinks and he turns around to Starbow, and he just puts his finger to his lips and he says, "Shh, shh, 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 shh. You didn't see that.
That was my
That
child.
one stays between you and me. That stays between you and me. And Tansy, who will not say anything about this day."
Hey, I see a bolt flying out there in the distance.
Anyways, there's no windows down there, so no, you didn't. So I am going to immediately start reloading it to pretend like nothing happened.
Okay. All right. The aesthetics turn. It is going to
Fucking leave.
Jammer scream. Was that whispered? No, I showed that to everyone, right?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. Nope. Nope. Come on, don't whisper roll this. Roll. Is that show to everybody?
Nope.
Nope. What the goddamn son of a gosh. Anyways, let me copy paste it. All right. There we go. All right, Jammer Scream. It's the aesthetic targets the spell jamming ship and your functionalities of spell jamming. Bum 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 bum. It is going to target Fel. Fel, you need to make a wisdom saving throw. Charisma saving throw. Where is Fel? Fel.
You're about to fucking smash our ship for 13 days?
It did not do anything. She got a 10 and a 17. But unfortunately, the 17 was not the one she gets to roll. So, oh my lord.
Well, all right. Roll those 2d10. We immediately stop, and here we go.
Here's this check for God damn it.
Oh, gee
For
golly. I
Fel.
hope this 12d6 doesn't kill her.
Oof.
Hey,
You
that's
rolled
the average.
I was going to say you rolled the exact average.
So Fel with 30
Spell has 5 HP.
Fel, who has 43 HP. Wink, wink.
No, Fel, who has 33 HP, stumbles out of the Spelljammer chair, gripping her head as it bleeds, and she falls collapsed right in front of Rosemary.
All right.
Hint, hint.
Now, please tell us how many days our helm is suppressed for.
Let's see. I don't understand why it continues to say that there's a save, and then it can be hours instead of days.
All right, hold on. So, magically suppressing the properties of the ship's spelljamming helm for a certain number of days. If the ship has more than one helm, okay. It doesn't. A creature attuned to that helm can choose to make a DC 17 charisma save. Which
Okay, so if they don't
okay.
make the save, they take the damage, but they also reduce it regardless.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay, so here's the 2d10 hours for Fel Sacrifice. 13 hours. And the aesthetic turns around. And flies away. Ready to fight another day.
Beta runs up to the prow and is like screaming, "No, no, no!"
Rosemary is immediately healing.
Doors are open, and I don't want to scare the shit. Let me walk into my closet real quick.
Yeah, so
spine suckers!
That was a good one.
that was good.
Thank you.
Rosemary, cure wounds on our driver.
Bloop. Back to life.
I really hope my neighbors aren't scared.
So she gets 15 because it
15.
is the higher level cast.
Wonderful. She is at 15 health. Well, yeah, 15 health.
Hey, what the fuck was that?
She looks up and her eyes are like bloodshot. There's still like blood pouring out of her eyeballs, and she's just like, who are you?
Okay, we're gonna get you some sleep. We're gonna get you some rest. Let's go talk to the tree about this, and I'll kind of like have to like put an arm underneath her, like
she passes out.
Don't worry, everyone. The thing's running away. Oh, that would happen here.
There's just a bunch of blood on the ground.
She was sitting in the chair, and then something happened, and she like just fucking collapsed. So
Well, that's not good.
yeah, I don't think you're supposed to lose that much blood through like your eyes and nose and ears. Let's go talk to the tree about it, because I don't know what the fuck spelljammers do.
I've just finished reloading the crossbow.
Yeah. Would you like to fire at it again? The aesthetic is not fast. It only moves 60 feet per turn.
Well, you said that it was going to
move that fast.
How fucking slow is our ship?
Wait, you said it was within Mangonel range originally.
Yeah, 250 feet away. How far away is Mangonel range? I thought Mangonel range was...
Mangonel range is like 600.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. It's something.
Yeah.
My point is...
Oh, yeah, you want... Oh, yeah, the tree guy can totally be chunking rocks. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he should be chunking rocks.
I can have him chunk rocks. You want him to kick stones?
I want him to catch these rocks. Yeah, they're gonna catch these.
They're gonna touch grass today.
All right.
If Beta helps, can he increase the range with his sharpshooter?
No, because this is not an object. He
Yeah,
does deal double damage though to objects and structures.
Because he's a big boy.
Yeah.
Let me see how I can do this.
Strange monster.
Stop.
Okay, wait, hold on. I have to be that guy because you did say it's a living ship, so it's a creature and not an object.
Thank you.
I'm trying to save you a little bit,
No,
Corey.
no. It can deal. Oh, the other thing.
Yeah.
You're right. Whereas the living
Yeah.
ship does actually still classify as a ship. The aesthetic
the aesthetic is a creature.
is a creature. Okay. All right. Well, its first attack hits for 20 and deals 30 damage. Seeing that it needs to, god damn it, it's just gonna. It has 10 shots, so let's just fire 10 times and see if we can kill it.
Let's go. All those beautiful tree arms that we happen to call branches.
How do I do this where it cannot be freaking DM'd rolled? Shift click? Nope. Shifting click? Nope.
I was gonna say, like, I do have plant growth, so like I could just be like, "Hey, buddy, let me help you out." And like I can do like, can
Oh my
add
god!
some,
imagine
add
grow
some
him some
spikes
more
or
rocks.
like grow him some biceps.
I was gonna say, imagine if we could grow him to a larger size, and then he could deal double damage.
Can we just, since he's integrated with the ship, if we plant growth on him, can we increase the entire ship size and just turn this into like a cruise liner?
Technically,
There is like an
yes.
8-hour version of the spell that I
So-
can start working on.
So I would allow, if you were to begin the process of combining multiple ships, it would be either have to be sped up through druid nonsense, or it would have to be some other way, or you just have a lot of time. But he could grow and hold together ships, because that's what he's doing with this ship. This motherfucker is just being like, you take
if
out
you cast
Star
the spell
Valve.
over, if you cast the spell over 8 hours, you enrich the land. All plants in a half-mile radius centered on a point within range become enriched for 1 year. Plants yield twice the
Enrich
normal
me,
amount of
Daddy.
food while harvested. I don't know what that's gonna do to a ship, but it might be fun.
I love a flotilla.
I was about to say, like, we're gonna build like not even a ship. It's just like, like an amalgamation. It's not even a ship anymore. It's like a floating city.
It's just whatever the space orcs from
Yeah.
40k would put together.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna build.
Yeah, it's like a.
It's an
like
island on top of a turtle on top of an ocean.
it's like an oil rig.
Yeah.
The actual term is flotilla.
All right.
It's an
So
actual term for a bunch of ships lashed together.
let's see.
Hurricane Katrina.
Ships, boats.
More like Hurricane Flotilla.
I could just imagine like any ship battle is now just all right. Well, we will fire all 50 of our mangonels, and they're
Good luck.
destroyed. All right. So has
Is their ship made of wood?
This is
Okay.
obviously what we're doing when we join up with the resistance.
We just crash our ship into theirs and to begin assimilating it.
We're not joining you, you're joining us.
We become the mind flayers. Join our hive mind or die.
Oh my gosh.
And
Okay.
eventually, if we have a big enough ship, we can just crash into the Zarxian Empire and it'll get wiped out.
Bring your armada, we have a flotilla.
All right. So you've hit
I mean,
two.
if
Who
there's
would
a
win?
world that has actual sea bullshit, like the druidic floating nomad plants connecting all these disparate ships is absolutely featuring.
Who would win? Most popular tabletop RPG's entire creative writing team, or a handful of players who treat their campaign like Katamari?
La 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 la.
Oh god, I think I figured it out. Okay, can y'all see this
Okay.
one?
Yes.
Ah, finally.
Rock. Treant.
Rock.
Okay,
Rock.
this is roll 5. We've already done 61 damage. Your goal
Shout out.
is 217.
We're doing well.
You have 5 more. Oh, so actually you have 30 plus 31 plus 29. And I'm going to roll 5 more. You need 14s to hit. 1,
All right.
2, 3, 4, 5. Do we kill it?
I see 4 hits, I think. No. 1,
Yes.
2, 3 hits.
3 more
And
hits. So that's
Oh,
I see
yeah.
3 hits. I see 30, 39 is 69. And
Right.
then I see 27, which would be 90. No, hold on.
Yeah.
69, 89, 96.
this is
Because
what
the
I
11
see.
doesn't hit.
in
Because
total.
we're not attacking with advantage, right?
No.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
but
so,
it hits on a 14. You said so. Only the not one and
hits.
the 12.
Yeah. So 3 hits. So we had what? 61 plus 29 is 90. 90 plus 96 is 186.
Did not kill it. You did gravely
But they're
wound
in
it.
they're in bad fucking shape though, and you better run.
Are they still operable?
They are, well, it's still operable because it's a creature, not a thingy. It would be great if it was a it's an aberration, is what it is.
It's got a few broken cartilage lumps in there, but otherwise it's good to go.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just we'll have to fight it another day because I need to be more prepared.
They're gonna go regroup and cry, and Corey's gonna study his battle tactics and come back.
Battle tactic number 1: make sure I am not in Bitte's line of sight. Am I? Run away. It's just.
Am I a celestial anywhere near Bitte yetimated tunda kalaga? Leave.
Leave immediately.
The gods have that, like, from Thor 4 where they're all together and they're like, look, I just want to let y'all know, and they just flash a picture of Bitte. Don't look for him. If you see him, run. We're on high alert. Protect
Literally
yourself.
the Earth. Any Naruto fans here? So the moment where the Earth Shinobi were briefed on Minato.
Look, if you see him, run.
If you see him, run, because if he sees you, you're dead.
So that is where we're gonna end this session. We are now floating, unable to move for a total of, where did I roll it over here?
13 hours.
13 hours. 13 hours unable to do anything.
I worry it might take more than 13 hours for her to get her mind straight.
Or remember who she is.
Yeah, that too.
Wakes up. Who I am? Who am I? Who I am?
Who I am. Maybe I'll just give her another bonk to set her straight.
How am I?
Merchanting? Yeah.
So during that 8 hours, or that 13 hours, I can start devoting 8 of it to casting plant growth.
Uh-huh.
I love that.
Oh my god.
Hey, Corey, are you happy you took us into space, bud?
I am. I really am. It's fantastic. Hey, look, guys. This can hold our tree.
Let's go. We need more lumber.
It's just a giant fucking tree. Just.
I mean, are there like other plants on board? Like, is it just him, or are there like other things that we could potentially?
It's just him.
Okay.
Everything else is just dead
Well,
wood.
He is the resident plant on board.
I guess technically the
Beta-
chair has some growth
Beta
on it.
would make an effort, like after seeing like, you also are very good. Hang on, it's a little too German. I mean, you are also very good at throwing things. It's impressive sight to see. Could I possibly assist in some of the bolstered growth you are experiencing to help strengthen and reinforce parts of your vessel?
You are so incredible. We want to help you reach the maximum of your potential.
That sounds like work.
Trust me, you don't gotta do a thing for 8 whole hours.
But then I have to work.
Not necessarily.
Fine. But it better not be more work.
We got a deal.
Okay. And that is
Beta will take like little root cuttings and do shit with them.
All right. Well, that's the end of our session, y'all. So thank you for joining. We are.
Hang on, before you go, I have one question.
Correct. Go on. Correct.
All right. So, did you do it?
I don't know who said you could do it, but I did it, and only I can do it.
All right.
Are you sure?
I
Because
will
I'm pretty
remember
sure I
this.
did it, and I did it hard.
No, I did it the most. That's why I was asking you all if you did it, because I did it, and I know who did it, because only I did it, and only I know who could do it.
I see. It was a trick question all along.
Maybe doing it was maybe we were doing it inside us all along.
Maybe all
Right.
of us were doing it.
We were all
The
doing it.
real
and-
doing it is the friends you make along the way.
Do it. All right,
The,
y'all.
the real
least
doing it
everybody
is the
does.
jokes and the laughs that we shared together.
The friends you made along the way are the ones who are doing it.
Oh.
All right,
All right.
we gotta go.
We gotta
think.
go. Bye, everybody. We were Everybody's a Mimic. That's a quick sign off today. Peace out.
And we
See
will
y'all
be
later.
again.
We will be again.
Peace.